Archon presents a Ghost Logic game.
Go for it.
Hello and welcome back to our Saturday Night Tabletop. This is Season 2, Episode 3 of Florida Green. Florida Green is our episodic, globe-trotting, artifact-hunting, Buckaroo Bonsai Pink Mohawk Pulp Cthulhu campaign set in the modern times. I'm Ghost, the keeper of arcane lore, and I'm with my very talented friends, our players, Archon, Kizik, and Allie, playing Graham Eckert, Gavin Sharp, and Stella Boudreaux. Tonight we're just going to go ahead and dive right into the story because we are episode 2 of our Ladybug Fly Away Home episode, I guess. Series. We'll see how long this goes. Let's go ahead and start with a luck refresh. This is Pulp Cthulhu. So you guys are going to play or roll your D100 and compare that to your current luck. If that result of your roll is higher than your current luck, 2d10 plus 10 to your luck score. If it's equal to or lower than your current luck, you only add 1d10 plus 5 to your luck score, unless you're lucky.
Hi, Allie. I have to say it. She subscribed to Tier 1 for 22 months.
Wow.
She's still here, guys. She's still here.
For now.
Alright, just like last time, tonight we're running Ladybug Fly Away Home. It's by Jeffrey Moeller, Stygian Fox. We are really laying on the pulp in this Pulp Cthulhu, so there have been some deviations to the original writing.
That's half the fun.
Yeah, that's totally it, but I want to put it out there right in the front, because if you're thinking this is just a straight-up Delta Green or Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, don't worry about those hateful YouTube comments. I'm pretty good about deleting them.
But yeah, this is Pulp Cthulhu, where things are made up and craziness reigns. So today is Friday. It is Friday morning. You guys have woken up at your Doubletree Hotel in Cleveland, Ohio. Last night and yesterday, you guys rushed to Ohio. Your handler asked you to come up here and investigate a friend of his by the name of George Lewiston. And you guys flew up and landed in the Akron airport and then drove to Cleveland to meet Special Agent of the FBI, Lucy Bates. And she's kind of like taking you into this investigation as FBI agents. What do you guys have in your notes that you would like to tell the class? what is pertinent to this case so far?
Not pertinent in any way, shape, or form, but we found Kalashnikov the cat, and we gave her to the cabbage lady.
Yes, the neighbor of George Lewiston. Her name was Lisa. She might have been smashing George on the side, but yes, you have given the boil-ridden cat Kalashnikov to the neighbor to take care of. What was it that Silas Kincaid had asked you to do?
I'll bring that cat back to him.
Excellent, excellent. So, already we have a conflict of interest.
Well, the cat's got to stay somewhere while we're fighting bad guys. We can always go get the cat later.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
That lady does not want the cat.
That's true. Lisa, the cat, or the neighbor, did not want that cat.
Which, my only note about that was yuck.
About the neighbor?
Yeah.
That means I played her creepily and nasty. I'm sorry.
Was that not your intent?
That's probably my intent.
Oh, because if it was your intent, nailed it.
Got it. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, you guys remember the cat?
My notes start with a child abducted from an Ohio Save Mart. Video footage shows the abduction. I don't have notes on the play-by-play of the video. Child is diabetic and autistic. Her name is Regina Balfour. She's 5 years old. There was a CPS investigation done by Lindsay Poole. There is a possible suspect, although I have doubts, major doubts. Zach Nowlinski, former church member. There's Kalashnikov the cat that we've already discussed. There are receipts for supplies to hold that could be used to hold a child being purchased. And we have a GPS for an extravaganza at a local park. And a local park and a gun store that came out of a car. And we have a to-do list of investigate the extravaganza, investigate Lindsay Poole, and cell phone records.
And we have about 4 days until the world ends, apparently.
That's a good one. Yep, that's solid. Doomsday is coming up, according to Reverend Balfour, John Balfour, the Regina's actual, dad. He's a he's a kook, maybe. Who can really believe in stuff like this? But anyway, he is saying that the world is going to end. Him and his little cult of followers. Her name is Lindsay Peel, not Poole.
All right, I really gotta fix that, huh?
Yes, you did find receipts and things like that. What were you going to say, Kizik?
Lindsay Peel is Nicole Lewiston's daughter and the granddaughter of George Lewiston.
Thank you. Yes, that's true. Or niece. It doesn't really make difference, but they are related. You guys had this FBI file given to you guys at the very, very beginning of your investigation. And it went over a lot of what happened right out of the gate there at the Save More store, the big box store. And yes, you guys have visited George Lewiston's home, where you found his computer to be smashed with a hammer. His car was in the garage, and it didn't have any license plates on it. There were things missing from the house. You guys did find a file, heavily redacted, in the floorboards of his apartment. And you had a really nice, long conversation with his cat, Pulp Cthulhu. So, that has led you guys to Lindsay Peel, the granddaughter. But it was way too late last night, Thursday night, and you guys wanted to tackle more of it the next day, so you guys stayed at the Doubletree in Cleveland. So it's Friday morning. I think you guys have a good to-do list. Who would like to take us away?
I mean, it's Friday morning. We needed some breakfast. Let's head to the extravaganza.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So you guys, as you're leaving the DoubleTree, you're hitting the lobby and doing your checkout, and you can't help but notice that everybody else checking out in the lobby and anybody having like continental breakfast, they are scratching themselves like there's some sort of infestation of lice rolling around.
Maybe we skip breakfast here.
Nothing against the hotel here in Cleveland, but yeah, there's got to be something spreading. So you check out very, very quickly and jump in the car and head over to Extravaganza, a beautiful little deli, cafe, egg place in downtown Cleveland. The doorway is shaped like an egg. As you guys come in, it smells of pepper and salt, and there's a smiling cashier and a bunch of booths and tables, and the cashier at the door, he says, "Hi, welcome to Extravaganza. Good morning. Would you like a booth? Would you like a table? I can get you set up. Here's 4 menus. Oh, 3 menus, sorry."
What does salt smell like?
So the salty ocean air?
Okay.
Salt, taffy, maybe? I don't know.
Why does it smell
Salt
like?
pepper.
Why does it smell like salt?
Salt and it's an egg place? Sorry, maybe I just used the wrong descriptors here.
Salt. I thought
It
eggs
smells like spices.
Okay. It smells like a breakfast place. It's a diner.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Because eggs, they don't actually smell that good either when you stop and think about it.
I don't like to think about it.
Yeah.
If you don't like the smell of eggs, says the cashier, we've got bagels and I don't know if you like lox, or we've got other breakfast sandwiches, burritos too.
And bagels and burritos sound great. Gavin, we were here to ask about Lindsay Peel, right? Correct?
Lisa came here a whole bunch of times. Lisa and George had breakfast every Tuesday and Thursday here.
Lisa.
Lisa's cabbage lady.
You know George? Lisa and George?
We do know Lisa and George.
Yeah, they're regulars here. They tell you to come check us out. He hands you the menus. Anything? You said burritos and bagels. You want coffee? I can get you guys some coffee.
Definitely some coffee. Do they have a booth they always stayed in?
George really liked that one right there. He said that he liked his back away from the door, so he could watch all the exits. He was a crazy guy. I could move you over there.
That'd be great.
He doesn't usually come in on Fridays.
Well, he won't be coming in this Friday.
Or next Tuesday.
What? What's going on with him?
George is not well.
Yeah, he's sick. Well, oh, that's terrible. He's a funny old guy, man. Everybody here liked him a lot. He comes in here, like you said, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Anyway, I'm Sebastian. Is he? I mean, like, he's sick. Is he gonna be okay?
So Sebastian, talking about George. He seemed
upset to hear he was just in here yesterday. He didn't seem upset or sick.
He didn't seem upset at all.
On?
Oh, okay. Interesting. I thought I was going to ask if he seemed upset.
Yeah, he had a new card. He didn't activate it. I had to help him, but he's such a kindly old man. I wanted to help him out. I've got his receipt right here. He was in here with a young girl. Trying to remember.
This girl,
What her
I show a
name is.
picture of Lindsay Peel.
Oh yeah, that's her.
Cool.
We had breakfast in here.
Would you mind if I had that receipt? I can head it back, take it back to his apartment.
Yeah, no problem. I can get that.
Thanks.
And he leaves the table.
So we've been taken to the booth that.
Yes.
Okay. It's a long shot. I'd like to search the booth for like a hidden envelope or anything like that. I know it's a long shot.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what would be here because there wouldn't be anything in the book about this. So
Okay.
yeah, give me the search anyway. I think I might have something.
It could be anything from something intentional to something accidentally left behind. It's just shot in the dark. Let me do. You want a luck roll?
Yeah, give me a luck roll.
Okay, well, it's a pass, not a hard pass. I have a luck of 99, so it's hard to fail.
But a regular pass.
It's just regular pass.
All right, you find a handwritten list on the floor. The list is in, frankly, a woman's loopy handwriting, and it says things like My Little Pony DVD set 1 through 5, and Sleeping Bag, Princess Styles, pink and purple. You know, like it's a list of things that a 5-year-old girl would like.
Okay. Show this to the party. Hey, this might be, if we're talking about people who purchase supplies and have this thing, I mean, here's a list of things
That a 5-year-old-ish girl would like.
Yeah. So I think we definitely are putting together a story here of, this was a premeditated thing. I just don't know why.
I'm gonna sit with my back to the door like George, and can I like look out the windows? What can I see through the windows?
You're seeing mostly downtown Cleveland. But as you looking out the windows, a white Lincoln Navigator pulls up and parks, and out pops a familiar face. It's Reverend John Balfour. And you watch him as he makes his way around to the front door of Extravaganza.
Heads up, guys. The Reverend's about to come in.
Oh boy.
That's a good note.
Yeah, we might have an opportunity to follow him again, unless he spots us.
Let's just act natural.
Are we not acting natural?
No, I don't think we're acting natural. But not drawing attention to ourselves. Or something like that, I don't know.
You want to put the menus up in front of your faces so that
Good idea.
Yeah, that's natural. Yes.
Quick, our disguises. And we whip out those glasses with the mustaches attached.
Right.
The Reverend walks in. He nods to the front kid, Sebastian, and then he goes and he sits on one of the bar stools at the front bar. He whips his phone out and he just starts to, I guess, message or do something on his phone. He doesn't seem like he's noticed you guys.
Rude.
Sebastian comes back with the card number.
Well,
Here you go.
the receipt. Of course, that's what I want is the card number, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah,
I want to know what kind of card it is.
Oh, thank you very
It's
much.
a-
I'll make sure that George gets this.
Thanks, I guess. I had to help him activate it, so we had written down his the card number here, and here's the pen that you picked. It's if you can get that to him, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
You're very helpful.
Oh yeah, I try to be.
So does he have like pancreatic cancer or anything? Like what's going on with George?
If I remember correctly, metagame above table, he was shot during the.
Yeah.
Or no, he shot himself. He shot himself.
Yeah, he killed himself. Yes.
George had a mental health episode, and I don't know that you'll be seeing George around here. Again.
Man, that's awful.
Well, after the coffee, you guys want anything else? Let me know, okay? I'll be over here. He goes and back to his post. And you guys are left alone again. Now that you've got the receipt with the card number and everything, you can do all sorts of things with that.
Can I look around and see if there's any security cameras in here? What else?
Yeah, there are.
Would one of you like to track down the card while I'm doing that?
Sure. I'll do that.
You need a spot hidden for the cameras, or are they just like really blatantly in the open?
Yeah, I mean, they're blatantly in the open. They're there.
Okay. I'm gonna text whoever's been done. So we're supposed to be FBI agents, and we had a lady that was supposed to be our liaison, and I did not write her name down.
Oh, yeah.
Agent Lucy Bates.
Lucy
Kizik, you
Bates.
get a player point.
Thank you, Kizik. Can we text Lucy Bates? Basically, need a warrant for the security camera footage from this place.
Absolutely. Do you want a warrant to get the card number as well, or you want to do some backdoor hacking?
What do you guys think? I think we should get a warrant for everything, but
Yeah, let's just get a warrant. I feel like use the hacking elsewhere.
I've heard that warrants can take some time to get. Being a weekday morning, I'd say like an hour. It's a pretty big FBI case, so they'd probably have a judge
We could eat
ready
slowly.
for stuff. Yeah.
it also depends. For the business, it'd probably be easier because a magistrate can issue that. But for a person, like the laws protecting people are different than businesses, and businesses are usually pretty cooperative.
Yeah, I mean, Sebastian, if you told him you were FBI, might just give you access to the CCTV.
Oh yeah, let's just do that.
He's been pretty friendly so far.
And he probably isn't too familiar with the actual technicalities of it.
So,
As you guys are having this conversation, though, everybody, like Kizik, you take a big old swig of your coffee. Looking around, there are other people in the restaurant eating and drinking, and everyone does a spit take. Oh, and like there's probably 30 or 40 people in here, and they all just spit all at once, and then you hear them go, "Oh, that tastes like blood. Oh, that was disgusting," and they're all spitting their coffee back out. Sebastian, he steps to it. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?" And he's going to people and checking them out, and there are other wait staff there, trying to figure out what was going on. But even in the back, you hear some chef. He's like, "What the hell?" Like obviously something back there got ruined, and he's trying to figure things out too. Can I get sanity checks from everybody, especially Kizik, who tasted blood when he drank his coffee?
Okay, I was about to say, does mine taste like blood as I take another sip?
Yes.
I was going to say,
You keep saying
when they do their spit take, is it blood? Is it red?
Yes.
I don't drink coffee, apparently. Which is true, so...
Okay, so that was a close call. You want your number on the dice to be under your sanity number, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just made it.
Is 92 lower than 25?
Oh, Kizik failed his sanity check?
Again?
This is unheard of.
Right? It's almost like he does this on purpose.
You need some therapy, bro.
Yeah. I did pass my roll as we left left the double tree, so I'm not taking disadvantages on everything.
That's good. That's real good. Okay, so you failed your sanity roll. The other two have passed, right? Did I hear that, Archon? You did pass?
I did just barely pass, yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
That's amazing. You, cracked that out of the
So
park.
Stella literally says, oh man, I don't drink coffee. That's
Right.
Suddenly very happy about that.
So Gavin Sharp, you took this big swig, and when you spit it out, it's thick, like blood. There is no coffee flavor to this at all. And you spit it onto the table, and as you look down, it quickly changes from blood red back to the brown, coffee, watery color. But for a moment, that was blood. You're 100% sure that was blood. There's no if, ands, or buts about it, and that means that was a godly, biblical miracle.
Gavin throws his cup onto the table. He's not feeling good at all. He knows, the thick, viscous, blood, but it was warm too, and he was blowing on it because it was a little bit too hot. Coffee is now shattered. He is just staring down at the table, thinking through what could possibly go up, and then he looks up at everybody else and goes, I hadn't been to church a lot, but I counted flies, I counted boils, I counted mites. This is now water turning to blood. The end of days are coming.
Or we deal with spiritual stupid shit all the time, and those myths about that had to come from somewhere. So this sounds like it's an artifact, like we normally deal with that kind of thing. Yeah?
But then there was 30 people in the store all right now that coffee turned into blood.
Yeah.
And it was in my mouth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, that sucks. I'm just saying, the whole end of days thing, if it is a thing that's happened, and we know it has, because we deal with these artifacty things, and the world didn't end. This has happened before. So it's probably not end of days. It's probably not good though.
The cafe is starting to clear out after the
there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, people have okay, I'm not paying my check. I'm getting out of here. Yeah. And 30 people just really file out, calmly, cautiously, but
where's the Reverend go?
That's the thing. Reverend turns around, he's at the bar, and he sees you guys, and it appears he sees you for the first time, and he says, "Oh, well, now, it's you, your agent, Boudreaux, correct?" And he walks over to Stella and puts his hand out. "I, met you last night at the police station."
That's right.
It's very lovely to see you again. I hope that your investigation is going well. I don't think that you'd be able to find my daughter from a breakfast cafe, though. Is there anything that I can do to help you, agents?
You'd be surprised what we can learn at a breakfast cafe, Reverend. What did you have in mind?
Well, I just wanted to know if there's anything I could do. As her father, I just feel like maybe we should be out canvassing or putting up flyers or things like that. My wife is, of course, putting up flyers and canvassing, but I don't know what else to do, so I'm here. I'm trying to help as much as I can. Well, no, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to get breakfast, and I just met you guys here. What a coincidence of meeting you here.
Yes. Do you come here often?
No, actually, I am from another part of town and barely ever get over to downtown Cleveland.
Oh, so you were just happened to be in the area this morning.
It seems to be a gift that we run into each other.
One might say it's a blessing.
Of course. And he smiles big. Now you're on to something.
Do you drink coffee, Reverend?
I try to drink as much coffee as I can. And he has a big cup in his hand.
You tried the coffee here today?
I did. It's lovely.
I agree.
He seems to have not had any of the blood in his coffee cup.
Oh, so he just has regular coffee.
Yeah, he had regular coffee the whole time.
Huh.
Can I leave you my business card or my phone number? And if you do catch any new tips or clues, you'd be able to call me right away?
Certainly, and are you planning to join your wife in the canvassing and flyer posting?
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, I will keep a close eye on all aspects of the investigation. Until, of course, tonight.
Okay.
And what will you be doing tonight, Reverend Balfour?
I have a congregation tonight at the church. It starts at 8.
Oh, what's the occasion?
We have, every evening at 8 o'clock, we have congregation.
Oh. Even when your daughter's missing?
Yes, I cannot help my daughter being gone. I still have many, many congregants that need me. That's why
Okay.
I'm very eager to help in any way that I can.
Well, it's nice seeing you, Reverend. We'll let you know if we find anything.
I'm sure you will. And he goes over to Sebastian and pays the kid for his coffee and then leaves. He gets into his white Navigator and backs out of the parking spot and then heads out onto the road. But he is on his phone as he's leaving.
Well, we're going to need cell phone records for him at some point.
Definitely.
You want to keep working the card, the records? I will go and let Mr. Sebastian know that I'm going to need those tapes and a sample of this blood.
Yeah, I was just gonna send the card information to Marge.
Okay, that'll work. I gotta walk over to Sebastian, and this time I pull out my badge. And I'm like, Sebastian, you've been very helpful so far, but I'm going to need a couple of things from you regarding a case I'm working. Do you think you can help me out?
Yeah, absolutely. I can, sure thing, yeah. What do you need?
First, I'm going to use my evidence kit to gather some of this blood that mysteriously appeared in your diner. And secondly, I will need your security tapes for the past week.
I can get you the tapes, but and he holds up a cloth, and it's just stained with brown coffee stain. There's no blood. Everybody kept saying that there was blood, but I don't know what blood everyone was talking about.
Oh. It's very interesting. And Mr. Sebastian, are you religious?
Not particularly.
Okay. Just a thought.
Is this some sort of like mummy shit, man?
No. I'm gonna say it's not. I don't remember that scene in The Mummy.
Yeah, the water turns into blood, like Brendan Fraser, and they're all, like it's at the well or a little fountain thing, and they're at the museum.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
yeah, that did happen, didn't it? Yeah, that's a good movie. Hey, can I have those tapes now?
Oh yeah, I gotta go in the back, and I'll get them.
Thanks.
All right, so the card gets to Marge, while Sebastian's getting tapes. And the card shows Thursday morning, right after Extravaganza, the first purchase on the card, there is a Save More shopping spree where he got packaged food, not requiring cooking, a large first aid kit, clothes sized for and appropriate for a 5-year-old girl, toiletries, a dozen children's DVDs, a portable DVD player, a lot of energy drinks. Also purchased were several packages of nighttime cold medicine and a portable radio scanner capable of monitoring police, fire, and EMT frequencies.
What was that last one? Sorry.
A police scanner.
A portable radio scanner capable of monitoring police, fire, and EMT frequencies. Police band scanner.
Normally, I'd say that would be difficult because, in modern times, those radio transmissions are encrypted. However, he would have absolutely had access to those encryption methods. As would the CPS daughter, Lindsay Peel.
Yep, she works at social services.
So they would have had the ability to get the encryption, make it work.
Are there any other charges? Nothing from today?
No. That's it.
That was a long pause, and I was about to be like, "Damn, Kizzy, did you like throw a dart and hit the bullseye?" Like,
yeah. So I'm remembering now what happens to this card. So, no, there are no other purchases on the card. But good question, Kizik. Very good question.
it is. Okay.
So that
But
first
while you're-
charge was at the restaurant, and then he went on his shopping spree.
Yes. Now, this prepaid card, was paid for in cash.
Oh, it's a prepaid card. Okay.
Yeah, it is a prepaid card. But now that Marge is in here and you've given her the guy's name and all of this other stuff, she says, hey, I went through his normal bank account and credit card purchases too, just to see if there was anything there. And George paid all of his bills a few days ago in advance. He withdrew $2,000 in cash on Tuesday, and $1,000 went to that prepaid card. So, out of all the purchases that are on the card, the Extravaganza and the box store, there's $500 left on this prepaid card.
Oh wow.
So he withdrew 2,000 in cash. Obviously, he bought the prepaid card with 1,000 of it, and then another $1,000 is now unaccounted for. 2 weeks ago, Marge says, he bought 2 12-gauge shotguns and 2 boxes of shells, and that was bought from a gun store in Cleveland.
I do have investigate gun store on our to-do list. I also need to add now, we need to call around to local pharmacies to see if there's been any break-ins and any theft of specifically the diabetic medicine.
Marge will get on that.
And COPD. Whatever the medicine is for that.
Okay. So Marge is going to start looking, and she will let you guys know if she finds anything in the area. How far out do you want Marge to search?
I'd say within a 50 to 100 mile radius.
Yeah,
No,
she just...
Oh, I thought you meant
draw it on the map?
Yes, this whole map.
The whole map. Okay.
Because
so from Cleveland to Pittsburgh to Franklin and Akron.
Yeah,
okay.
The theft of diabetic medicine should be a rather specific incident, so you can do a wide area for that, because it's not going to be a lot of hits.
Right. She'll look at any hospital thefts and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, if it were a narcotic or something, that'd raise a lot of red flags, and people would be looking for that, but people don't steal diabetes medicine.
All right, she's on that. Any other questions regarding the credit cards, any of his bank account stuff, or anything else at Extravaganza?
No, I have the tapes. My next follow-up question is going to be, guys, I need to find somebody who can read lips, because I'm betting these videos don't have audio.
That's a good call. I don't know if I could read her lips.
I don't know what skill that is metagame, but I'm betting I don't have it.
I don't know.
I have psychology.
That would be helpful, but you wouldn't get everything.
I have clairvoyance.
Oh my god, hey,
Yes.
You know what? Stella has clairvoyance. I'm just saying, anybody can see that that's obviously the thing we need.
All right, so is your plan to go to the police station to watch these videos?
Yeah, we were offered the use of the facilities, right?
We don't have the technology in the car.
A DVD player in the car?
Yeah. A
I'm
portable
sure.
DVD player.
You guys have laptops and all sorts of FBI shit, so why not?
Absolutely.
Fabulous. Let's just do that.
That's a
Okay.
great idea. I'll drive. I don't know where to yet.
So just cruising around Cleveland.
That is a
Yes.
GPS for a park.
Oh, okay. Let's go to the park. GPS for a park. That's the park from the rental car, right?
Right.
Oh, no, it's not a rental. This is actually Lindsay Peel's car.
I thought it was George's car.
George's
Yeah, I
car.
did too. The Taurus.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's George's car.
George didn't have a Taurus. So
Oh yeah, he had
Lindsay-
He had like a
He
Mustang.
had a Mustang,
Whatever.
yes. He had a Mustang in his garage, like a fast red Mustang. So, Lindsay Peel had the Taurus, and you guys went into the Mustang and found his last location of the Mustang, which was a park in Cleveland. So you guys could go there and check that place out.
Indeed. We should do that.
Okay. So, you go to the park first, and you're driving there. And while you're driving there, you're looking at the video from Extravaganza from Thursday morning when George Lewiston came in with his granddaughter, Lindsay Peel. They come through the door. Lindsay is wearing a gray hoodie, and George is wearing a baseball cap, and it's pulled low. They walk through the door. They greet Sebastian. Sebastian says his friendly "Good morning, welcome to Extravaganza," and then they go and they take the booth that George always takes, and he sits with his back against the wall and he's looking out. Lindsay sits with her back against the other booth, so it's away from the camera, so you're seeing George's face and not seeing Lindsay's. But they sit down and they don't say anything to each other. They just wait. And then the wait staff shows up and takes an order that's very, very brief. And George doesn't ever look at a menu. Lindsay barely looks at a menu when they order. The wait staff leaves, and you can see Lindsay looking out the window, just kind of staring off, and then she starts to cry. George reaches his hand across the table and pats her, and there's an exchange of like Lindsay shrugging and looking at him, kind of exasperated, like you can see her shoulders kind of just giving up. But George says something like, "It's just something we have to do," and Lindsay just nods, but she's nodding and shaking her head. And then they sit in silence for a little while. Their food and drink come, and they eat and drink without talking to each other very much. You can see that she is extremely upset. She doesn't even want to eat. George forces his food down. He drinks his coffee, and then he takes a big, deep sigh, like that was something ritualistic he had to do before facing today. They both they pay for their food. They stand up and they leave the restaurant together. You guys get the front cameras as George gets into his Mustang and Lindsay gets into the Taurus in the parking lot, and then they drive away. About that time, watching that video, you guys come to the park in Cleveland, and as you guys pull up, you'll see that it's a like a family park, and it's got like 4 or 5 parking spaces out front. And as you guys pull in, you run over a license plate.
Oh wow.
That seems a little on point. He before he leaves, he does have that interaction with Sebastian where he has to have his card activated.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure that was the thing that actually happened, and I don't need to go back and beat a waiter.
Oh, you know what? You'll see him hand an envelope to Lindsay. Thank you for bringing me back to that. He hands her cash in an envelope.
Okay. Let's get out here and check out this license plate.
Yeah, it's slightly bent up because you ran over it, but it is to the missing Ford Taurus. And it had been swapped with a car's... Oh, you know what? Hold on, I'm sorry. How is this done? This is not the matching license plate to the Ford Taurus. The one from this report. And when you run it, you find that it is to a rental car.
Is it the rental car of the Mustang?
No. That's his Mustang. Here you go. 006 B5XP Ohio. That does not match the Ford Taurus when you guys run that.
But didn't we have suspicions that the license plate had been switched on the Taurus? So that
We did. That was something we talked about.
Okay. Yeah, alright then. I'm confused. This is the one that matches the Taurus and not matches...
It does.
Now you have 2. Yeah, you have 2 license plates now. That's the important thing.
They've been switched. The one in the report is not for the Ford Taurus. This one is for, I'm assuming, Lindsay Peel's Ford Taurus.
Yes, that would make sense then.
Is Lindsay Peel's Ford Taurus a government vehicle?
No, it is not.
Okay.
is Ryan Anderson's Toyota Camry that license plate belongs to, is that a government vehicle?
No.
So it's
Because
not,
I have in my notes that the stolen plate was from Ryan Anderson's Toyota Camry, not a rental.
Not a rental.
yeah, it's just someone who was here at the park and got his plate stolen.
There you go. That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm
Okay. Just checking.
I'm feeling
Yes.
pretty confident that we don't even need to do a like cameras thing. Like that's who was in the car. We know who it is. Now how do we find out where she went is the next question. Like what we suspect based on the evidence available is that Lindsay Poole and her grandfather abducted this kid from the Save Mart. He was worried enough about whatever mechanism is at play here to take his own life so he couldn't be interrogated, and she ran off with this car. Where did she... She ran off in the Taurus with the swapped plate, with the girl inside. But the real question is, where the hell did she go?
She also had a bunch of energy drinks and NyQuil to keep the kid calm. Like she's planning on maybe going somewhere far. I don't know. Is that what that tells me?
No, not far. I don't think so. Although...
I think that makes sense. Like, she would need the energy drinks to stay awake so she can drive far away once the kid docile. Or sedated.
All right.
Or just around quickly.
So do you want to go back to the Save More store and look for external cameras to try to find out where the tourist went?
Well, we have the original plates for the Taurus. That means she must be using the swapped plates, right? Because we just ran over the original license plate. If we have that, then the plate number... Unless she swaps plates again.
She must have swapped plates again because
the police would be all over that. It's just I don't know why she didn't keep her original plates.
To make us go around in circles like this? Maybe we do need to do a cameras check.
Yeah, I was thinking traffic cameras. The problem is that asking for a camera check on a late model tan Ford Taurus is not... That's not a recipe for success. But we can do it. We should do it, just in case.
Or what if we just look for cameras around
the Save Mart? Oh, the park. So I was thinking from the Save Mart, we roll back to the time and follow on traffic cameras the progress from the abduction to see, because my assumption originally was that she went somewhere very rural and that the cameras wouldn't be relevant once she left town. But if she got on the highway to drive a long distance, there are cameras all over the highways. So right. I think that is worth checking, because my original assumption could very well be wrong. So we need to call Marge or our FBI contact of this
We need
Lucy
to call our
Bates.
FBI contact at some point.
Yeah, we don't want to give Peter too much info though, and I'm worried about her rushing. Like if we find out where this car does, I don't want a SWAT team getting there before we do. We have to remember that we are really here as warehouse agents to handle this situation quietly. And I
want to call the FBI agent to see what she knows. She's found it.
Okay.
Bring. You call Agent Lucy Bates with the FBI field office. She answers the phone.
Good morning, agents.
How have things developed on your end?
A lot of dead ends. Bates, how about you?
I'm being constantly harassed by the father. Been trying to keep him just away from the investigation, but he always pops up at like the worst times. He seems to have been like he saw you this morning or something. He says that he'd seen you at a cafe.
Oh yeah, we did run into him at Extravaganza for a minute.
Be careful with him. He's I know that he wants to help, but he could just be really annoying. And we don't need, the kid's parents like investigating the case. So
Yeah, maybe we should have somebody tail him.
I can put some black and whites on it.
Yeah, you don't have to be subtle about it. If he asks, just say it's for his protection.
So what do you need?
I just wanted to call. I was calling to see if you had heard anything from Lucy Peel.
Lindsay?
Lindsay Peel?
Yes, sorry. Somebody gave you guys really similar names.
Oh yes,
They have
Lucy
those
Bates and
parents.
Lindsay Peel. Yep. Damn. Hold on one second. I go AFK, sir. Just a second.
Sounds like a dad alarm.
So my thought in having, like, visible FBI agents on Reverend's tail is that, one, it keeps track of him, but two, the Reverend's been less likely to do something suspicious that the FBI gets to first for us.
Okay.
All right, sorry, I'm back.
You're sorry you're back? Damn,
I said,
dude.
"Oh, I'm sorry, I'm back." There's a period in between that.
A pregnant pause.
There you go. So, trying to remember where we are. Lucy Bates was on the phone with you guys, and we were talking about tailing Belfour. Yep, we can get a cop to do that, or two, and yeah, keep an eye on him. He just seems to show up
Yeah,
very enough.
I agree. Lindsay Peel, have you heard anything from her?
We have not. That's who George's granddaughter, right?
Right.
No, we've sent Black and White to her house. She's not home. Her work hasn't seen her Thursday or Friday. We've talked to her boss. It seems like there's a connection there. If you'd want to go and get more details, it seems like there's a past, like a history with Lindsay and the Balfours.
Interesting. Do you have any more information?
It seems as a social worker a couple years ago, Lindsay put a emergency junction and pulled Regina from the home. The hold was signed off for by a local judge here. Trying to read through the file. Yeah, it seems like everything was sent right back to normal. Regina went right back home after 2 days. And yeah, Lindsay was disciplined. She'd lost a month. Yeah, they sent her home.
Wow. Do you have any information on why she filed this emergency injunction?
No, it doesn't actually say. It just says, like, what is it here?
No, I don't see any details.
There are no details? As in, it's blank?
No, above table. I'm trying to find it in the book. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
As a RP wise, I was like, I don't know if. Yeah, I guess the FBI would have the details, so we've got to find this
Well,
motherfucker.
in order to file an emergency injunction, she would have had
Yes.
to give a reason.
Yeah.
The judge would have had to have had a reason to say, yes, you can go take this child.
Yeah, otherwise the judge is going to be like, get out of my office. Like, don't you know?
Oh, who's that judge? Is a follow-up lead?
That would be in the details, I think.
Indeed.
Look at these details.
Details.
Kizik, you've blown my whole theory wide open with this whole, they could have wanted that cold medicine so they could drive. I'm now looking at this map and being like, fuck, they could be anywhere.
Alright, so Lindsay was suspended without pay for a month for her efforts to remove Regina Balfour from her parents 2 years ago. Everyone who knows her at all knows this story, but this is the thing. She was acting on an anonymous tip, but people think that the tip was not anonymous and that she was protecting her source. She bypassed all of the usual checks and procedures and basically sweet-talked a county prosecutor into moving forward immediately on unsubstantiated and vague claims of child abuse. When she was accused, in effect, of dummying the whole thing up by the judge when the case was thrown out, she said nothing in her own defense. So
It never actually went to a judge.
but it was an emergency injunction. They pulled her out for child abuse. And that's how they removed Regina for 2 days 2 years ago.
Okay.
I'm struggling with that. Okay. So it doesn't, damn, I can't use any logic to pick that apart. Because you can't do an injunction without a judge. Because I was wondering initially, my thought originally was, is the same people who set it up the people who dismissed it, but that's the way that explains it makes sense in game logic.
Yeah, I mean, she basically went through and bypassed everything to go and take Regina by sweet-talking a county prosecutor into moving forward immediately on just her claim, where she says that it's, well, from an informant, but she never rolled on the informant.
That's obviously her grandfather.
Okay. So the judge is not going to be helpful, I don't think. But if you
No,
want,
because the judge basically, punished her for it.
if you want to go forward with that, we could. I would like to know from her employer if I'd like to ask the IT guy at her CPS office if her account has been logged into remotely. Like, if she's accessing her account, we might be able to get at least a vague notion of where it is. And I also want to go through the process of backtracking these traffic cameras until we lose track of her. Like, we should be able to, at least from the save mart to a certain point, be able to track the vehicle through traffic cameras.
Yes, 100%. You ready for that path?
Yes.
It takes some time, but she goes from the Save Mart down 432 south of Cleveland, all the way past, what is this? Nothing. Yeah. So it keeps going. She goes all the way to the airport. And then stops at a rental car place.
Okay.
You lose her on traffic cams.
Does she stops at the rental car place?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to that rental car place, see if she rented a car. That would be a huge break for us because a rental car will have a GPS.
You guys want to do anything else on your way south out of Cleveland? Because now you're leaving the city. Things to do still in the city are Sarah Peel's apartment if you want to, or the Reverend Balfour's house and church if you want to. Just throwing it in there because I'm a bastard and want to waste your time.
Who's Sarah Peel?
Lindsay Peel, sorry.
I was about to say Sarah Peel's from our Delta Green campaign.
Yes, Yep.
That hitman character that didn't know how to love almost fell in love with her, and then she was like, "No, you're broken."
True.
It was good.
I vote we go try to catch this girl in the car. I'm also scared of that Reverend.
All right. So you guys will drive Cleveland south to Akron to the car rental place at the Akron airport. Let's call it a Flirt's car rental.
A Flirt's car rental. I love that.
And it's run kind of like a Hooters, where everybody's wearing old nurse outfits. And they rent cars to, well, mostly businessmen on trips to Akron, Ohio. So that's what you guys will see.
Strange business concept.
I
Yes.
can't argue with it though.
You know what? I don't think it's going to make any money, but that's why I'm doing what I do. And I'm not running a Flirt's car rental. Okay, so you guys pull up, and there's, some businessmen in ties that have gotten off of their flights, and they're in a line waiting to get a car from the booth. Behind the booth is a brunette with long hair in a old-fashioned nurse's getup, and she's definitely flirting with the business guy in the front, trying to offer him upsized vehicles at outrageous prices. And it seems to be working.
Perhaps we would be more efficient if Stella were to do the interrogation of the person while the rest of us do electronic means of investigation here.
Okay.
I was gonna walk into the parking lot and see if I could find a tan Taurus.
Go for it.
You do! No need to roll. You find a tan Taurus.
With some freshly put plates on there.
Yeah. That's exactly what you find.
No girls in the back, but a bunch of crumpled up candy in the back seat.
Exactly. Precisely. When you go and check it out, it is locked. It does have wrappers in the back seat. That's a good call. And it seems like it was left in a hurry. There are some personal effects in here. You can see through the window. There's like a tablet and a charger. And let's see, what else would be in here? Oh, probably a purse and a cell phone.
I note
Oh,
all
shit.
that, and I call up Graham. I say, "You better at." I got a rock in my hand, and I go, "It's not the right call, but we can get in there real quick, or you can probably enter this car better than I can."
Yeah, I sure can, because we probably should just go to the staff here who are going to have the key.
You see Gavin kind of slumping his shoulders, and he puts the rock down.
Why would they have the key to Lindsay's car?
It's on their lot, so I mean that's a fair point if she left it as a personal vehicle, but you wouldn't leave a personal vehicle at their lot.
Have we even tried to see if it's unlocked? She left her phone in her purse. Maybe she didn't lock the car.
That's absolutely true. But yes, you're right, Gavin. Smashing the window open is a very, very bad idea, and you will need to comport yourself as a actual professional police officer. In other words, if we do force our way into the vehicle, we're going to do it the right way.
I called you over, and I put the rock
down. Yeah, I'll try to the door.
Give me a luck roll.
Oh, well, I'm going to pass that. A 44. A 44 is a hard success.
So it's a 4-door car. You try the front driver's side door and it doesn't open, and then you try the back door and it opens, and you realize this door is like broken. Maybe the lock never activates on the back door because it's a piece of shit.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah.
Also, the first thing I'm gonna do is pick up that candy wrapper and make sure it's sugar free.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, type 1 diabetes. She's already dead if I find a real candy wrapper.
It wouldn't be like candy. It would be like some sort of other snacks. She wouldn't be killing this child. All right, so you get inside the car, and now you are able to get to her phone and tablet and purse.
That's great. Hey, can we find out what car she rented?
Probably. If she even rented a car.
So Stella gets up to the booth. All the business guys are done with their shit. And Stella, you're face to face with a lady named Debbie.
It's with Debbie with an I.
Yes,
Debbie
with an I.
She's wearing a name tag. That's how I know.
Yes.
Okay.
She also has a little nurse hat.
Spelled with 2 D's too.
Yeah.
How can I help you? Thank you for coming to Flirts. Can I get you a rental car today?
No, thank you, Debbie. I'm Agent Stella Boudreau with the FBI, and I just have a couple questions for you. I'm going to show her my badge.
Oh, okay. The FBI.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
First of all, I need you to look in your system and see if you had a Lindsay Peel rent a car.
Sure thing. Tippity tap tap, tip tip tap tap on the keys.
Is she saying that out loud?
Yes.
Tippity tap. Yeah, tippity tap tap tip tap.
Oh God.
She brings up. Yes, I did. Well, not me personally, but we did here at Flirts. Let's see here. We rented her a 2011 Ford Focus. It's black.
Jesus. This lady has no imagination for cars.
Well, I'm sorry.
Not your fault. I just would have picked something more fun. And how did she pay for the deposit on that car?
Well, it had been paid for already over the phone by a man with a debit card.
I see. And do you have a record of who that man was that made the reservation?
Let's see here. It's a G. Lewiston.
And that charge doesn't appear on his card?
Can I please ask the question? Which card, what is the card that was used to reserve the car?
It says
it's a debit card. I can try to find. It does say here it says corresponding to the prepaid card, but then later when I read off all the prepaid card stuff, it did not have that listed. So that is completely on me, everybody. My bad. But yes, apparently a rental is on the prepaid card, which would have been a very important clue about 4 scenes ago, and I'm very upset with this. Why didn't they just give me a whole fucking list of things?
Noted.
My bad, everybody.
So does that take care of the whatever money was? What did March? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, Debbie, thank you for that information. I'm gonna just impress on your helpfulness a little longer. Does this plate number correspond to one of your rental cars? And I'm gonna give her the plate that's currently on the Taurus.
Why, yes. That corresponds to this 2011 Black Ford Focus. Tippity tap tap, tippy tap tap.
Interesting. So, do you guys by chance have GPS tracking on your vehicles?
We do! Here at Flirts, we track all of our cars with GPS.
Any chance you could look for me and see where that Ford Focus is right now?
Of course! Tippity tap tap, tip tap tap, tip tap.
I think I'm in love.
Oh, Debbie says, the GPS regrettably has been disabled, with its last ping coming in at a rest stop on the Ohio Turnpike.
Okay, Debbie, you're gonna have to forgive me. I'm not actually from here. Though your accent sounds more southern than mine. Oh, how far away is that?
The I-80 is the Ohio Turnpike, and, well, I think the exit that you guys are looking for is gonna be... I'll find it. Just a second.
Where are we?
Oh, you guys are up in, Akron.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to change this one from black to red. That's where the GPS last pinged.
Huh. Debbie, if you were to keep going on that road, where would you eventually end up?
Well, there's a lot of exits off of the turnpike, and it's a toll booth plaza, so you got to go through the exit booths. So,
where's the toll booth?
Oh, there's toll booths basically every exit, and there's lots of exits as you go up and down the turnpike. So from here to there, there's like 30 or 40 exits. Obviously, she didn't take any of those. And then past there, she could be going down to Pittsburgh, which is, pretty likely.
Now, Debbie, before you keep going with that, let me just ask you one question. Do Flirt's rental cars come with a toll pass already installed, or would I have to stop and pay the tolls if I wanted to exit?
Yeah, we don't have easy passes in our cars.
So if I were traveling in one of your cars, there would be record of me stopping and paying the toll.
Yes, with the toll agency.
Right. Not here, I understand. Wonderful.
Can I help you with anything else? Would you like to rent a car?
I actually am already set with the FBI gave us a car, but I do appreciate your assistance today. Very helpful.
No problem. No problem. You have a nice day then.
Thank you. You too. And I'm gonna go running out, guys.
And you were worried you wouldn't be on top of your game tonight,
Get Marge on the line.
right?
Tell her to check the tolls.
I need her too because she got to get into this tablet because none of us have tippity tap skills. Maybe I should just hand it to Debbie.
Tippity tap tap tippy.
That's gonna be a thing from now on.
Tippity tap.
So I wanted to.
I need to talk through something really quick. So she drives over here, rents a car, but then
Backtracks.
we know she already has ditched the plate she stole from the Camry. So ostensibly she had her own plate on her way to the airport, and now she takes her plate and puts it on the rental car?
She had an A plate, but we have her plate because we ran over it at the park. So
I thought we ran over the Camry's plate at the park.
No, the Camry's plate was on it when it was photographed at the kidnapping. That was the cover plate she used at the and then she took that. She had
the number that he gave us for the plate we ran over is the same as the same number that is in the case file.
Yeah, I think I'm
No, he messed that up, and he did
okay.
say that was wrong. He said it was the plate for the Taurus that we ran over.
Okay.
I'm confusing
Understood.
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, which means that she has stolen another plate because if obviously the one in the case file is red flagged, and if you try to go through a toll booth, you're just going to get black and whites immediately. So she's
hence my confusion about why she would put her own plate on a rental car.
Yeah, so she's stolen another plate. She's taken the rental car plate off, so we can't track that one. We don't actually know the plate number she's using. We do know the make and model of a car, but that's why she's picking such stupidly bland cars. Just because, let's put out a black Focus. Was that what it was? It was a black Ford Focus. Let's put out APB for that. That's going to be a lot of hits. She's backtracking.
And she's on her way. She's going down 76.
I thought she was... Oh, that is where the exit is. I thought she said Route 80. I guess they combine into one.
Yeah, exactly. 80 and then 80 goes this way too. It's all weird. 80 goes this way too. It's all 80. This is 680. I don't live up there. It's
but if the GPS shut off here, she's already past this. So I think we can eliminate this as an option.
I agree.
So we'll have Marge look on 76. She may be going to Pittsburgh
or beyond.
I don't know what's there.
She needs a lot of energy drinks, so she could be in Canada by now for all we know.
Yeah, but she's not going that direction.
New York, then.
So let's have Marge look at that. See if she can find any black Ford Focuses and catch the license plate.
Excellent.
I had really hoped Flirts provided easy passes.
That would have made it so easies.
Mm-hmm.
So what I wanted to do while she was talking with Debbie was make sure I did a very thorough investigation of the car. I'd like to roll a spot hidden for it. See if there's anything that I missed. And none of us have the computer skills to deal with this tablet. So we need to add to Marge's to-do list. Someone needs to break into this tablet.
Okay, so let's just talk about time. I think breaking into the tablet will probably be just a couple hours. I'm going to do a D6 divided by 2. 2 hours. Easy peasy. It's Marge. It would take less than that. But let's say it's 2 hours.
Okay, we're not
gotta go.
We're not gonna waste those 2 hours though.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
First off, is there even a reason to roll by spot hidden for the further investigation of the car? Because you said there was a purse and other things in there.
Yeah, so the other things that you find in there, if you want to do another spot hidden, you're going to find shotgun shells, like, ready to go. They, like, a couple of them slipped under the seat as she was maybe moving bags from car to car.
Okay. Yeah, baby candy wrappers, DVDs, Disney movies, shotgun shells, 10-4.
Gavin's gonna say, you think those shotguns are for the kid? Is the kid the artifact, or the shotguns are to prevent?
Shotguns are for us, Gavin.
Because you don't want anybody else to take the kid. Got it. You never know.
I have a pretty good idea. I don't know the Oogie Boogie side yet, but I do have a pretty good idea of what the opposition's going to be when we get there. Okay. I guess we're going to have to head to that rest stop and see if we can pick up the trail there. We also want to call the FBI and have them impound this car.
All right. So you call Lucy Bates up, and do you tell her where you're headed?
No, I just tell her to impound the car and that we're following a lead, but we need this car secured and nobody messes with it.
Okay. So yeah, they'll get on that. And then you guys head over, well, I guess east from the airport.
Oh, I want to specify. I call Lucy Bates over my cell phone, and I tell her, because I know Lindsay has a police scanner, not to put any directives we give her over the radio. Everything must be either over cell phone or face-to-face communications.
Okay. You get a player point.
Cool.
Good call.
Guys, I have something I just want to run by the team. A hunch, if you will.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know if you remember, but when we did our official interview with the Reverend, he suggested looking into the former member Zach Nowitzki.
Yep.
And I was just looking back through my notes compared to tonight's notes, and he started going to their church about the same time Lindsay Peel filed that emergency injunction, and that ended up not working out. And then stopped attending about a week ago. Do we think there's a connection worth exploring there?
I know I did in the first episode. I can't remember if it was resolved. My notes are not that thorough.
We did just determine that Zach Nowitzki is probably an alias.
Can I get a no roll from everybody?
Sure.
A knowledge check.
Oh, I was like, what is a no? I thought you were just being sassy and telling me no, that's not worth it.
That'd be awful. I wouldn't do that.
I have a
I think it'd be pretty funny.
regular pass for my no roll.
Okay.
I got a hard pass.
Can I spend a luck point?
You can if you'd like, but because Kizik won it already, I'm just going to tell you guys.
Okay. Go ahead.
Kizik puts 2 and 2 together, and then out of left field, it seems like for the other two, while you guys are driving, he goes, "What if George Lewison is Zach Nowalski?" And George went to the church and, knew what was going on. Enough to want to get Regina out.
Huh.
Acted as an anonymous tip.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that Zach was the anonymous.
Yeah, but Zach could have been George.
Yeah, I agree with that. Zach Nowitzki kind of sounded like a younger name to me than George Lewiston, but that's just...
Yeah, because Nowitzki and Kalashnikov kind of like Slavic descendants. I don't know. That's where my mains came from. I got smarts.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do recognize that doesn't help us in our current journey at all, but
It's a good thought.
But
It was a loose end.
that's one. Yeah, that's one nice tied up loose end that you don't have to like worry about anymore.
So how long does it take to drive from the rental place to the rest stop?
Now that is a question for Google Maps, and I don't have the answer yet, but I'm gonna look it up because I'd imagine that it's probably about 2 hours.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out a timeline as well. Not just, when does the tablet crack open, but also you had to drive from Cleveland down to this car rental place. And then you're going about equidistant to that rest stop. So at what time did the vehicle leave? And how long would it have taken her to do all this?
what rest stop are you talking about?
The one where she broke the GPS. She disabled the GPS at this red rest stop right here.
Okay.
She had to get there from the car rental place. I mean, she had to drive one of these routes to here, and it's a toll road, so you were gonna check the tolls, I think, after this.
Yeah, to see if she got off at any of these exits.
Yeah. So, but I think you're right. I think we can just assume she was continuing in the same direction, although she did stop. But there's not a lot of places you can go from there unless she doubled back.
Wouldn't Debbie have told us? She did say this was the last place the GPS registered, but she said it went along the Ohio Turnpike.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah. And I think we're assuming she's heading in the same direction, and I think it's a good assumption to go with, but it's not guaranteed. She could have doubled back. Like, she disabled that GPS on purpose, and she's not stupid.
Yeah, but it took her a while to... Well, I don't know how far away that is. Took her a minute to realize she needed to disable it.
That's true, and also kind of relevant to the question of how long does it take to get there? Because you're
I'm not
right.
disagreeing with your query, I'm just... Follow-up question.
You could also assume that disabling a GPS on a rental car is pretty difficult to do, so it would be assumed that Lindsay Peel also knows what she's doing in that aspect.
Yep.
I'd like to get a little bit more background information on Lindsay Peel somehow. Like, did she go to school? What'd she study?
Okay, you can dive into that too. On your long trip over, and you guys have to get on the turnpike to come down. What was a very, very nice, clear day has suddenly turned really dark, really fast. And there are thunderheads that roll in within just a couple minutes. And while you guys are on this turnpike headed down to that rest stop,
There's very limited places to go. Everybody's going like 75, 80 miles an hour. You had to pay the toll to get on the turnpike, and then it just kind of shoots you through 3 lanes of traffic all in one direction, down, south, southeast. The thunderheads roll in, and then it begins to hail. Big, golf ball sized at first, but then they start to increase and turn into baseball sizes. I think Graham said that he was driving the car. Can I get a drive check, please?
You can. I'm trying to sort something out. Give me a second. My music player has decided that all I want to listen to is hip hop, and that's not appropriate to the current circumstance. And no matter what I do, Epidemic cannot give up the idea that it should not be playing hip hop.
Hip hop.
Okay, so nope, it's still doing it. All right, I'm just going to pause it, and I will come back to it after I've handled what you've asked me to do. That is a 49. My drive is a 50. That is a pass. Just.
Just. Mark that as a success for level up.
That's a good point. I should do that.
So, like I said, these golf ball sized hail stones are coming down and pinging not off of just your car, but like every car on the highway. And you're doing fine, but it's the cars around you that start to slide on the ice. Some of them have just 2-wheel drive cars that can't handle this kind of just really out of nowhere storm. Stella, it's at this moment that you get a message from Marge that says, "Hey, I got the tablet open." And
Yay!
can I get a spot hidden check from Kizik, please?
That's a regular success.
Kizik, these two thunderclouds directly above you are coming in such a way that it seems pretty unnatural. It almost looks like two cheeks are coming together to form this open mouth that's blowing straight from the heavens and down onto you and your car. And as you see this mouth blowing, the hailstones get bigger. And this car right next to you erupts with a lightning strike that happens so close and so instantaneously. The thunder just kind of like shockwaves through the car. The car next to you that has just gotten hit by lightning just like sparks and pops, and the car just jerks to the left and goes into the Jersey barrier. I'm going to need another drive roll from Graham.
I nailed that one with a 25, which is a hard success.
Awesome. You stay in control as people around you just freak the hell out. People are throwing on their hazard lights. Everybody's windshield wipers are just going as fast as they possibly can. There's just so much movement around you guys with the hailstones coming down, and they're huge now. One of them smashes through the windshield of your car, and they're bouncing all over the place, and as they hit the asphalt, of course, some of them are shattering, and then it's like, yeah, all of a sudden this hailstone just comes in and just pierces the windshield. There's, a spiderweb shattering of the windshield, and it gets harder and harder for Graham to see as these hailstones start pelting down. People are trying to get over and off of the highway. What do you guys want to do in this scene?
I probably should concentrate on keeping the vehicle safe.
How far ahead is overpass?
There doesn't seem to be one in savior distance.
Stella, can you conjure fog or something? I don't know. I'm freaking out. I think the clouds are blowing directly at us.
I think that I should maneuver the vehicle in a way that puts us either in cover or off the road. Since the windshield is compromised, I'm not going to be able to keep going down the highway. I don't think conjure fog is going to work, but if it does, I would be happy to be wrong.
I mean, I don't think it'll work either, because that'll just make it harder to see the hail.
Again, freaking out. I think the clouds are blowing directly at us. If you want to get off to the side of the road, I don't know if this storm is letting up or if it's natural in any way, shape, or form.
It doesn't matter if it's natural or not.
I mean, there's a face in the sky blowing wind. I think we can safely assume supernatural.
Yeah.
Are all of you guys looking at it? Trying to see the face in the sky?
I'm trying not to wreck the car.
I will look at the face in the
All right, give me a drive check, and Allie, give me a spot hidden. Kizik, I didn't ask you for a sanity check, but I probably should have. Give me another spot hidden first, though.
Well, I failed my drive check.
Ooh, I passed. Yay.
I got an 11 on my spot hidden, which is an extreme success.
Right, so these roiling clouds above you, and they kind of shift a little, and they open just for a moment, and you see what can only be described as an angel. Here, I'm trying to find it exactly. As described in Exodus, this storm is really getting to you. It's clearly not natural. It is not an ordinary hailstorm. And that angry face in the clouds is now framed by this cloudy black angel's wings. And the sky opens its eyes, and lightning comes down out of the eye, and it strikes your car. I need everybody to roll me some reflex saves, I guess.
I also just rolled a 001 for my sanity.
Oh, that's fantastic. So it's
'Cause I
going to
know
be
it's
dexterity.
just a spooky thing.
Just a spooky thing hitting you with lightning.
That is a hard success for my dex check.
Oh, there's no way. Oh my god. I passed.
I had a regular success as well.
Each of you pass. That's great. You guys are going to take a very limited damage. 2 damage to each of you. As basically your car gets hit by lightning. The car in front of you has slammed on its brakes. You're not going that fast because of your previously successful drive checks anyway, but your car now does come to a complete stop. No longer driving. The hail just pummels the outside of your car. It starts to smash windows, and it is just like beating the living piss out of your car for some time. About 15-20 seconds. And then it goes away. It lets up very, very slowly, and the hail just kind of moves on. The engine compartment of your car is smoking.
I cut the engine off. I would have done that more or less immediately anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, just out of curiosity, those drive checks, was there a way to pass that to where we didn't get knocked off the road?
No, but you did save your lives.
Oh,
I'll tell you
Yay.
that straight up. There was a lot more damage than 1d6 for all of that.
okay. Because I was
4d6 if you weren't wearing seatbelts.
I was rolling with a 50, and I was like, man, none of us put anything in the drive, did we?
It says if you fail one, a freakishly massive lightning and hail strike destroys the car, sends you into a ditch, and causes 2d6 points of damage to everyone in the car. So, I think you've done very well with your successful drives. After some time, there are people that, are on the highway with you, and they have also stopped. They are out of their cars looking at the damage, pushing their windshields out of the way so that they can see to maintain their trips, down. They're trying very slowly to move on. And as you guys are kind of like taking stock and taking a breath, you see a familiar white Lincoln Navigator drive by, completely unharmed by the storm, and it continues down the turnpike past you.
What?
We need to commandeer a vehicle. A working vehicle.
Yeah, definitely.
Go do it, Gavin.
I look for a vehicle that has the most intact front windshield that can hold 3 people.
Give me a luck roll.
That's a 99 out of 99.
There is a pretty sweet GMC Savannah van that somebody has gone and made a zombie vehicle out of. And it has all of the windows not intact, but they have cages around them. The glass is shattered through. But luckily the windshield had like a little dome thing over it, canopy, and it saved most of the windshield. There's a clearly stoner individual behind the wheel of the van, and he's sitting there looking up into the sky, shaking.
Is his name Talar? He's really shaggy.
I put my my badge on his windshield, and I knock, and I start to open the door, and I say, did you see that angel up there? We, the FBI, we need to take this vehicle while we're in pursuit of a little lost girl.
What was that, man? What was that thing, man? It was shooting lightning out of its eyeballs, man.
Yeah. You sit down over here. Here's our card. We gotta go. Thanks, man. And I help him out of his seat.
And I hop in seat and say, but guys better get in because we got to follow that navigator.
We hop in.
All right. So you jump into the van and you start a pursuit. Or are you just trying to find the Lincoln Navigator?
I mean, I'm tearing off like a bat out of hell initially because we have to catch up to the navigator. However, once I have it in sight, I am going to try to maintain a little bit of distance. We are an incredibly conspicuous vehicle, and that is going to be a problem. But can't be helped. This is the vehicle that survived. So we're going to follow this navigator for a bit, and I'm going to ask Stella to have a look on that tablet and see what information she can find, because I don't think we got an opportunity to do that before, Hailstorm.
Yep, that's right. Marge said that she got the information open, and then the hailstorm hit.
All right. What did she get for us?
So, Stella, you find access to this tablet is really... It's not really fruitful, unfortunately. You're going through like some personal files and things like that, and it doesn't really get great until you find a Gmail account that was signed into but never sent any emails. There's just a load of drafts created, and it looks like 2 people are having conversations just using the drafts of this email account. After reading it, you realize that it's George and Lindsay, and they are talking about the Church of the Passover Angel and Regina. It starts with a very generic plead, I guess, from George that says, I'm sorry, but we have to do it again. And that like I know that this is terrible, but I have a video to show you. And then some back and forth. You know, Lindsay's like, I can't do this again. Last time I tried, I almost like lost everything. They're gonna definitely fire me. And George is like, you don't understand. You got to watch this video, and then you'll realize that I'm telling the truth. And these drafts kind of go like that until they stop. Obviously, they must have met up somewhere, and figured things out from there.
They need to do it again, he said?
Yeah, because they did this 2 years ago, to the Balfours too.
That was when she had the injunction done.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah, so
Are we sure? So he's wanting her to get Regina taken away again.
yes. And that's where, this really starts in earnest just two days ago.
So I'm assuming that Stella is reading these out loud while I'm driving?
Yeah.
Is there a video on the tablet?
No, there's no video on the tablet.
What's the email address?
It's probably like bananapeels123@gmail.com.
Nice.
And it was a black Ford Focus? This is a rental car?
Yeah, you guys are in a black Ford Focus.
No, she's in a black Ford Focus. We're in some.
Oh yes,
zombie-
yes. Sorry.
I know now that was not a relevant piece of information because the GM didn't remember. But
She is in a black Ford Focus.
But it's in my notes now. I'm pretty sure we could have followed this guy from scene 1 and he would have led us right to the finale.
I'm wondering if maybe we shouldn't have questioned his congregation members before we started driving out of town. Because clearly, these people want to keep the child away from her parents in that church for some reason.
Gavin's convinced this guy can talk to angels and shoot lightning from the sky. No.
If
right.
Gavin converts, I will shoot him in the head.
No. It's a spooky thing. We just gotta stop him.
Did you fail your last sanity check? Sorry, Gavin.
No, I got a 001.
Oh, you passed it.
Passed it as much as I could.
So you are not going crazy.
Yay!
Yeah. Anything that this guy has that he touches, I think could be an artifact, and I'm gonna make it get hurt. I'm gonna cut it in half. In this zombie van, is there like a binocular set that I can try to help spot the
100%.
Yeah. So Stella's reading out notes, and I'm like looking ahead, spotting for you.
Good, that'll allow me to hang back even further.
Yeah, you guys easily find the brilliantly white, unmarred Lincoln Navigator as it travels down the turnpike. And it pulls... It looks like it's going to pass the exit where the GPS was disabled. Do you want to keep following him, or do you want to go to the rest stop?
Ooh, that's...
What do you guys think?
I will follow him.
I will follow him.
Okay, so you guys keep following?
I do agree with that, because that rest stop will still be there if this turns out not to be a lead. But if this is a lead and we stop, he gets there first. And I suspect that's bad. So yeah, we follow.
All right, so you keep following him, and he goes down 3 more, 4 more, 5 more exits, and then takes a exit kind of near Beaver Falls down here. And you guys follow him off the turnpike and into a suburban area anchored by a large mall. And he pulls in to a bookstore parking lot and goes inside the bookstore.
Question: do we see his FBI tail anywhere on site?
No.
All right, that's a note for Agent. What's her? Bates.
Lucy Bates. That is a valid point. What do you guys think? Keep following, see when he comes out, have a look around. What do you guys want to do? Oh, we should look around for a black Ford Focus.
Yeah, that's...
Maybe one of us should get out and follow him, and the other one... you stay in the car and look for the black Ford Focus.
We should not split the party right now.
Okay, well...
If we
Gavin closes the back door.
We do not have even numbers, so we don't have people to watch each other's backs. We got to stay as a team, because what do you do if Big Bad turns on you and you don't have anyone there to help you or at least pull you out of the fire? You don't split the party.
I throw my mini gator at him.
Yeah, not a good idea. So we can look for the black Ford Focus, or we can try to follow him, or we can do both, but it'll be harder. I was thinking more along the lines, look for black Ford Focus. If it's not here, we have a choice. We either, try to follow him, try to investigate, wait for the car, or let the air out of his tires and then continue on our investigation and backtrack. But I suspect we're going to find some evidence that Focus is here or has been here.
Gavin's got his knife out. He's ready to poke some tires.
If you use your knife, it looks like sabotage. If you depress the plunger and the regulator and let all of the air completely out of 1 or 2 of the tires, it could have been rubbing it up against something and there was just a hailstorm.
I was gonna use the tip of my knife to do that.
Yes, you are. Of course you are.
Because that's really smart, actually. Pull down here. Let's see if there's a black sedan down this row.
So, search check for the Focus. Can we do that, GM?
Yep, you can do that. Do you want to do the air in the tires too?
That's up to Gavin if he thinks that. So I was going to let what path we take from here on out to be a group decision, but I think I know what Gavin's vote is. My spot hidden was a regular success.
Looking for a black Ford Focus, you do not find one. Not one of the same, year, make, model, everything.
Okay. Do we try to follow him or do we backtrack, guys?
We don't find the black Ford Focus we're looking for?
No, not here at this mall parking lot.
Well, let's try to see if we can see what he's doing.
Okay. Alright. We should do that as a group, but as we're walking by the vehicle, if Gavin wants to do his thing, I'm okay with it. Don't get caught.
Definitely. You turn around to say, "Don't get caught," and I'm already like in between rows of cars, crouched down real far, trying to be sneaky.
We're here now, by the way. This red one.
Oh, we're here.
We are here. Yes. All right. So being real sneaky, you're gonna check out what he's doing.
No, sneakily, I'm gonna let out the
Nice.
the air in his tires.
Stealth check.
88 out of 92.
That's my sheet.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the skills.
So yeah, you passed on your stealth check. So you start letting the air out of the tires, and you get the Lincoln Navigator to the point where it's got flat tires. Congratulations.
Did you do all of them or just one?
I just did I did two, both on the not driver's side. It's called the passenger side. I got it.
There we go. So that looks more conceivable as an accident.
Okay.
Then I catch back up with my compatriots.
When you catch back up with Graham, he is trying to keep as much distance between him and the bookstore as possible, while still having a look through the windows. Maybe if it's convenient for him to do without drawing attention, he'll use the binoculars. But if not, he'll just use his cell phone zoom function, because everybody playing on their phone is a normal thing.
Right. Give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Good one. A 30 out of 96. Is that correct on my actual sheet? Let me pull up my actual sheet. Yep. So yeah, 30 out of 92. Hard success.
You watch him as he buys a box of books from this bookstore. And he comes out of the bookstore and takes his box of books to the back of his Lincoln Navigator and puts them inside.
Pretty far from home at this point. What do you guys think?
He gets back into his truck and then sits there on his phone.
He doesn't notice the tires?
No.
Okay. We have got to get cell phone records for this guy.
Yeah, did we ever ask for those?
I thought we did, but
I can't remember if you did.
we need like a live tap.
Can the FBI do that with a van? Right? Got to get near it.
Marge can do it with her laptop. And also, no, you can sit anywhere and get a live tap of a cell phone. It's all computers now.
Well, that's a sad state of things.
Do we want to go talk to the guy who just bought those books from and see what kind of books they were?
Well, so
I mean, he's still sitting in his car, talking on his phone at this point.
I think if we go into the store, he's going to see us. And I think that he's going to be there for a minute because 2 of his tires are flat.
That works. Eh?
That's my opinion.
well, do you want to do his bank email? There's a record.
Could you lean a little bit closer to the microphone, Allie?
Want to like hack into his email? There's a record of the.
Hack into his email. There's a record of something. That's what I caught.
Yep.
Microphone lasted 2 hours exactly.
Sorry.
Well,
no.
I had backed away from the thing. I think it's.
Yeah. The microphone's
Um,
working fine. It's the voice activation.
Oh shoot! Let me try. I said, do you want we could try to hack into his emails and see if there's like a receipt for his purchase?
Oh, receipt for the purchase. Yeah, we could do that. I think that goes hand in hand with a wiretap. Should get Marge right on that.
We'll go through FBI Special Agent Lucy Bates if you want. Or do you want to keep this all in the Florida Green realm?
I say Florida Green Realm because then we don't have to explain it.
Yep. I'm a little concerned Lucy Bates is going to blow the top off this thing, whether she means to or not. I mean, we asked her to put that patrol car in here. That patrol car is nowhere to be seen. And yeah. I'm not sure. I don't think she means ill, but I don't think that she's as good of a resource.
Well, you could call her and ask. She'd explain very nicely that she put a local Cleveland PD guy on it. You vacuuming?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, it's a fan. I'll turn it off. It's hot
Anyway.
in my office.
This is extremely loud.
Right? It does sound like a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, she... Did you?
Yes.
Anyway, she put local Cleveland PD
Sorry.
on chasing this guy down. And unfortunately, they were about to cross state lines. But that's when this fucking hailstorm hit. And actually, one of the lightning bolts hit the tailing car that was tailing the Lincoln Navigator. So that's why it is no longer tailing them when you ask Agent Lucy Bates what happened. Freak storm, yeah?
Oh. Should we be concerned at all as to how the Reverend got through the storm?
He's been doing freaky shit this whole time. He's blatantly either a cryptid or has access to an artifact. Like, he is the center, he is the catalyst for what is going on here.
He didn't taste no blood. He didn't get no hail.
Are we sure this is actually his child?
No, not
What if
at
he's
all.
been dead the whole time?
That's as good a theory as any. The fact that he's probably supernatural in some nature is the only reason I haven't just tased him and left him tied up in a closet.
Huh.
All right, so bookstore. He finishes his phone conversation, and then he starts his car, and he starts to back away from the parking space. He doesn't get very far when he stops, and then he gets out and he looks, and he very calmly calls on his phone again.
And now we know what
And-
number he's calling.
Yeah, AAA.
Yeah, AAA. We can suss that one out.
What an inconvenience. You can wait here as he gets a tow truck to come out and give him a tow to a nearby store to get new tires.
What do you guys think? Continue investigation from rest stop or keep following him? Yeah, this is our chance to jump ahead of him if we can get a clue.
I guess let's continue the rest stop.
Okay. We got to backtrack a little bit for that.
All right, you guys head back up 76, and Marge calls you guys, and she says, "All right, I've been working on a lot of different things, but the good news is I've actually got a hit on a break-in. It's actually pretty close to where you guys are. If you guys take your next exit, so I'm sure you do so.
Indeed.
You take the
This-
next turnpike exit."
This break-in is for the search for the pharmaceutical supplies.
Yes, Marge apologizes. The reason that this took so long is that it wasn't a break-in at a pharmacy or a clinic or a hospital or any place like that. It was actually at a veterinarian office. But it happened about 3 a.m. last night, and there's definitely some stuff that's missing that matches up with what you guys are trying to find.
Like,
Well, she's trying to get a hold of the camera footage from the veterinarian's parking lot, but it seems like the door was smashed open and valuable drugs of potential abuse were left behind, and only certain steroids, like preparations of what is used to treat Regina's respiratory illness, and IV equipment like needles, tubings, and bags were taken. She's trying to get the security camera footage now.
Okay.
okay.
So you guys take your exit to get to the vet's office, and it's like 2 or 3 down from the one you guys were just on. So you have to get back on the turnpike and go up. But you get off and get to this strip mall. The veterinarian's clinic's there, and some other things like there's like a chicken restaurant and
A cluck and bell.
oh yeah, there you go, Cluck and Bell. Yeah. So you guys park, and Marge says she's got the footage. It looks like a woman with a hoodie broke in, smashed the door open. She's got a coat over her head, but it's definitely a woman perpetrating the offenses. Footage from a second camera shows her approaching on foot through the parking lot, but it doesn't get her actual ingress.
What kind of street is it?
Like I said, it's like a strip mall, so it's anchored with a bunch of other strip malls. It's not a residential area; it's kind of a business place.
It's on an intersection.
No, there's like a service road.
I canvass the immediate area for stoplight footage of a black Ford Focus. Tippity tap tap tap.
Tippity tap 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 tap.
Tippity tap tap tap.
All right, you get some that covers like that strip mall parking lot, and about 3 a.m. Friday morning, you can see the woman getting out of the car, leaving on foot. She doesn't unload any luggage. She doesn't unload any little girls or unload any supplies.
But it is the black Ford Focus that we're looking for.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to try cycling through traffic cameras to see how much of her journey I can track once again from this point. I'd also like to read the plate number off that car.
Right on. You could find the rental car. It's parked across the road from the clinic in the strip mall parking lot.
Wait, is the
It's
car
locked.
still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Holy shit. Okay, that's even better than I thought it was going to be. I was just... Okay, so she's in the immediate area then. Or has stolen another vehicle. But you said she didn't unload anything.
Correct.
Okay, let's go look at the car. Hey guys, found the car. Let's go have a look.
Okay.
Yeah, sound good.
We approach the car.
Okay. It is parked at like the most exodus side of the parking lot. Right,
What now?
right next to the street. The easiest to leave
Okay.
parking lot spot.
Just checking.
Yeah. Most exodus. I don't know. So, you guys know, like with Regina's medical condition, that if she was going to try to keep her alive and avoid notice, she's going to have to go to ground somewhere around here. The video that you guys saw, she parked this car. It is empty, and it is unlocked as you guys walk up to it. There's nothing left in it.
Okay.
Shoot.
I look for footprints.
Can I look for footprints? That's like my whole thing.
Okay. Well, you didn't say it.
I was getting up to so I go into tracker mode and I start touching the ground and looking for bent over pieces of grass. I want to find some footprints. Which way? Maybe try to figure out which way she went from here.
Okay. Give me that roll.
These blades of grass make it look like she's maybe holding a kid. 77 out of 72. I'm gonna spend some luck. Make that a 72 out of 72.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you guys these. These are the images of the storm. This is the angel. This was the eye of the storm shooting lightning out of it. Spooky! Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself with a lot of things. Alright. You tracked successfully using luck. Or no, burning luck.
Yeah. So I saw something. I was like, oh, I don't know if that's that. But then I follow what I thought was really nothing, and then I go, oh, no, he's an actual clue. That's what I was tracking the whole time. Hopefully.
Okay. Well, you're tracking things?
He's tracking things.
I follow Gavin.
That's pretty smart.
He's like Toby.
Stella, are you following the boys?
Yeah, I'll follow the boys.
I don't know that Kizik got my Toby reference, but I bet Allie did.
Yeah.
Alright. We're going to move John off the map. We're going to pack this up. We're going to move it to this area. We don't need any of these red lines or nothing like that. All right, Gavin. Sharp with your tracker nonsense. You have found a local hotel called the Five Oaks, which is ironic because there are just
4 oaks?
4. Actually, 3 oaks here, and those 2 little bushes. They know that it's funny. There is also... See where it says...
It's aspirational.
Yeah.
There you go. To vet's surgery. See right here? So you guys are going to be coming from 8 this direction here. And you guys are tracking. You get to basically the parking lot of the hotel and lose her because of the frogs. As you're walking and trying to, find this trail, which is pretty difficult on asphalt anyway. Those like sewer grates next to the roads that take the water down, all the rainwater and everything on the road washes it down underneath the streets. Those, you see like a frog hop out of one, and then a second frog, and then like 5 frogs, and then a big like toad just comes squirping out of there. And every now and then you'll see like at the foot of a tree just 5 or 6 big frogs. And you get distracted right here as you hit the motel parking lot. The trail ends here, but you've picked up frogs.
Is that a cane toad? Those are invasive in Australia. Why would there be one way up here in where are we? Ohio? No, we just crossed the border.
Pennsylvania.
Now you're in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that toad shouldn't be here. That's too big.
Pennsylvania
Also-
frogs.
Why is that toad coming out of the sewers? Toad's got a... Oh, that's... What was I doing? I was searching for lady. Oh, crap. Sorry. Focus. I'm ready. Also, frogs is another
Yeah.
plague.
Yep. Can you give me a sanity check?
Fuck. Oh, that's a 12. I'm okay.
Holy shit! You're right, though. It is a plague. Can you remind the audience of the 10 plagues of Egypt?
Oh, man. I don't know if I know all of those. So far, we've seen flies, boils, lice, blood, hail, frogs. I think the last one is the death of all firstborn.
Locust.
You're the
Locust
you're
is
the
in there,
oldest.
too.
Oh yeah, there are locusts in there, but you're the oldest, right?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. Oh, fuck,
Cool,
that's
cool.
me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm glad that you passed your sanity check.
Yeah, still a spooky guy. Keep your head on a swivel. That reverend's gonna be here somewhere, and I'm gonna pat for my knife just in case.
You have it. All right. Canvass the area. It's my suggestion to you guys. I'm going to take a quick smoke break though, but I'm going to move over to the Discord on my phone.
Okay.
Been a long time. Anyway, talk amongst yourselves on to. This is probably the where she went to ground. How are you going to find her?
I'm going to take the opportunity to hit the head since he's doing a smoke break.
And how do you want to find her? Want her to know that you're even looking for her.
Gavin said she got a shotgun with my name on it. I don't want her to know that I'm gonna find her.
Yeah, no.
But also, I'd rather her know that I'm gonna find her instead of the Reverend. Because the Reverend's coming for me. I'm the oldest.
What makes... Are we sure she'll shoot us?
I'm not sure of anything.
Me neither.
Ooh, darkness is another one. Darkness and pestilence. I haven't seen those.
Seen any good Charleston Heston movies?
It's a specific ask.
Was it he? Didn't he play This is fascinating banter.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Was he the let my people go guy?
Yeah. It's a hell
Is
of
it
a
the Ten
storm.
Commandments? That's what I was.
There you go. That's what it is. So yeah, you probably don't want her to know that you're coming. Unless you do want her to know you're coming. Which, that brings up an interesting point. How are you going to contact her to let her know that you're coming?
Yeah. We kind of don't. We can't let her. We don't have a choice. Or do we?
No, you got that email address. You can send her a text, or not even a text, a draft. How do you guys do those computer things? You got an email address with no email sent, but you can send her a draft to say, like, we know he's coming for you. Except we don't want to do it like that, because that's real creepy. I'm sorry.
Real creepy. Put yourself in her shoes for a minute.
Your grandfather says, hey, you've got to risk everything to get this daughter away from this crazy cult. And then 2
And then
years
she
later, he kidnaps her at a local store, pays a bunch of cash for everything, like shoots a security guard, puts the baby in your car and says, drive. It's not a baby, it's a 5-year-old.
Yeah,
But one with a
cool
lot of
enough.
health issues.
And then has this elaborate escape plan where you drive a car to another car to switch cars to then drive away to then disable. Oh, maybe she's getting help at the disabled GPS thing. Or she's just really smart and that was the. I don't know. If she was really smart and the grandfather set it up, there would be a like dispersion where she could have gone different ways. Now she's got some drugs. She's got to try to save this little girl because she cares deeply about her. And there's a video that we don't know what it is, but that definitely told her that, yes, all of this is an okay thing to do.
I would like to know what's on that video.
I'm good. What?
What?
Gavin does not want to know what's on that video, but knows that it's bad.
Yeah, I don't need to see what's on that video because I assume it's bad too, but I want to know what convinced her to kidnap a child.
Turn it back on the real mic.
I've returned as well.
So, as you guys are sitting here contemplating your next moves, the frogs are getting worse. They are seemingly multiplying out of nowhere.
I mean, Tall, Dark, and Scary is on his way.
What makes this a little worse, just Delta Green flavor, they're hopping out into the road and getting hit by cars. Big old squishes.
What makes that worse, Delta Green style, is Graham isn't even trying not to step on them.
What do you guys want to do for your first steps?
I want to walk up to the front desk, pull out my badge, and say, have you seen this woman?
All right, so behind the front desk is a lady in her mid-40s. She has a little girl who is here playing in the like kids area here in the front lobby. There's like a little DVD player, and she's watching My Little Pony on that. And as you guys walk in, there's a little bell, and the lady behind the front desk says, yep, how can I help you? You say, have you seen this woman? And she says, no, I haven't. Sorry.
I
No, I
pull
haven't
out
seen her.
a picture of Regina Balfour and say, have you seen this girl?
All right, so here is Regina's photo. And here's Lindsay's photo. Got both of those.
Okay.
Gavin takes a couple steps back and starts looking out the door to make sure the Reverend doesn't sneak up on us.
Excellent. She says, no, I'm sorry. I haven't seen either of those people.
Which rooms
You
are
think they-
occupied?
We've got 6 occupied rooms.
Can you provide the room numbers, please?
Sure. There's 8, 11, 18, 23, 26, 29, and 30. They're on the second floor. Did I get them all?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. Thank you. You may want to go home for the evening.
Oh, I live here.
You may want to take your little girl in there and lock the door.
Oh, goodness.
All right, guys. Let's start at room 8 and go in order. What do you think? Or you want to start at the top and come down?
Start the one closest to us.
Are we still not splitting up?
I think that is unwise.
You think splitting up is unwise?
That is correct.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, whatever y'all.
Since frogs are swamp creatures, can Stella command these?
I can command creature. I don't know about ones of biblical origin.
Just curious. I'm not sure having a bunch of frogs hop up to the baddie is going to do anything other than entertain us, but, you know, it was a thought.
Isn't one of the plagues mad cow or whatever?
Something like that? I think that was... Yeah.
Right.
Might be more of a...
So let me articulate my plan, as is one of my peeves when my players don't do that. My plan is simply to have one of us knock on the door of each of these and say, hey, there's a thing going on outside, as an innocent bystander. The other two will be around for support. This is a normal, with everything going on in the parking lot right now, this is a normal thing that could happen. So we should be able to allay suspicion until we find the person we're looking for, find the room we're looking for.
Okay.
That's assuming, of course, that the little girl in the lobby isn't actually Regina Balfour with some magical phase over it to make us from saying who that is. But since that ability has not yet been demonstrated, I'm going to tentatively make the assumption that that's not what's going on. That's also why I wanted them to go away and lock the door. In case you guys were wondering why I said that.
No.
Keep the good guy safe from the bad guy. That's... yeah.
Do you guys have any comments, questions, or objections to my plan?
What exactly are you looking for in these rooms?
Regina Balfour. And then Lindsay Peel.
We think she's hiding out in one of these rooms after she stole from this place?
Yes, this is where the trail led. She doesn't have a car.
Yeah, her car's back by the police. I followed
She-
the tracks here, then got distracted by the frogs.
She doesn't have that car anymore.
That's true, but all right. So you want to walk away from the hotel?
No.
Okay. I'm not understanding your objection.
I'm
here.
just confirming what is what we're...
I gotcha. So, yeah, you guys went to the vet clinic that had the break-in, and then followed a trail. Well, you found her car, and then followed a trail from the Ford Focus to here. You then asked the clerk if she's seen Lindsay or Regina, which she hadn't. And you feel pretty confident that she wasn't lying to you. But then she told you of the rooms that were occupied, and you guys are going to search one by one, knocking on doors, starting with 8 and going around until you find somebody that looks like Lindsay or Regina.
That is my proposed plan. Or refuses to answer the door, because that is a perfectly reasonable thing for Lindsay to do in her current situation.
Yep. Okay. So, you start with room 8. You knock on the door. It is answered by a gruff man with a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yep. And
he says...
And I'm like, it's raining frogs, because that's basically, whoever answers the door, the excuse to have done so is, hey, it's raining frogs.
What the fuck? He opens the door a little bit more, and there's a woman laying on the bed, and she looks out the door through you guys, and there, sure enough, is a frog that comes down from the sky and hits the ground and bounces a little bit.
It's obviously not them. I'm going to move on to room 11.
Moving on.
Same deal.
Knock on that door, and it's answered by a heavy-set woman in a muumuu and a shower cap. And she looks out and she goes, I don't care about no frogs.
Okay, moving on. At this point, I feel like I'm getting to like I'm singing it like it's that Motown song, It's Raining Men, but I'm saying, it's raining frogs. No? Okay.
Hallelujah, it's raining frogs.
Yeah. That's what so we move on to room 23 is the next on the list.
Give me a spot hidden, please.
Yar. Can everybody make it, or is it just me?
All 3 of you.
It is a hard success.
I got a regular success.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's fitting that Allie gets it too. Etched on the frame of the door here at room 23 are some occultic symbols. At the base of the door, in the very, very center, is what you have come to know as the Elder Sign. This is not only etched with maybe like a pocket knife, but also painted in blood. And as you guys approach the door, you'll see that the windows inside have been reinforced with some sort of steel paneling screwed to the inside of the windows.
Well, I got a good feeling about this, guys.
Yep, me too. I'd like to go into room 22.
Okay. So room 22, you knock, and no one answers. It's locked.
No, I want to break into room 22. I would like to pick the lock.
Oh, okay. Give me a dex check.
A dex check? Okay. Well, I failed that.
For picking the lock? Is there a pick the lock skill?
Yeah, there is. That's why I was confused.
The lock skill.
Yeah, I don't have very good rating in it. Yeah, locksmith. But I've passed a check for it recently. So I didn't pass that dex check. I didn't pass the lockpick check. So we're going to do it the noisy way, unless Gavin has a locksmith ability and wants to try.
No, Gavin doesn't have a locksmith ability, but he's willing to pick up a rock.
Yep. I think that's how we do it.
All right, you guys get in, but it is noisy as hell. You're inside 22.
Okay. You're inside 22. Is there
Hello.
is there an adjoining door between these two, or is it just drywall?
It's more than just drywall, but yeah, there's no adjoining door.
Okay. All right, guys. I vote we go through the wall. She's going to know we're here already, so it's going to be some shotgun fire, so you're going to want to stay real low.
Yeah.
Unless
I don't
there's...
know why you wouldn't just talk to her.
Well, because she painted the door with Oogie Boogie shit. But the party has not said anything else other than this.
I mean, could we maybe put an ear out to see if we can get an idea of where she is behind this wall? So maybe
Sure.
we can avoid the shots?
Listen roll?
Yeah. You can do this however you want. I'm not opposed to going and talking to her, by the way. I don't know the occult shit. So, that's not a talent my character has.
I would like to spend 6 luck, please.
Okay. Allie, you know the elder sign is like a protective symbol. And less oogie boogie, like Graham is saying.
What I mean, occult. I don't understand occult.
Yes, I get
Like-
you. But this, what I'm saying is Stella could tell you that it's
But she didn't.
like a protective sigil. Yes, I'm just explaining it because she didn't know.
I probably wouldn't.
Your listen check is successful. You hear cartoons coming from the other side of the wall. You don't hear much else.
Are they My Little...
It is My Little Pony.
Okay, I don't think she's here, guys. I mean, I don't think she is here. I think she left the child.
We're getting to every third word.
Oh. I hear My Little Pony. I don't hear Lindsay.
Okay.
That's not to say Lindsay's not in the room, just being
Right.
very, very quiet.
Do you want to reach out to her through that email
Clairvoyance?
address thing? That works too. That's even better than email.
Actually, that's a really good use of that skill. Can you, like, clairvoyant the other side of the wall?
Get in her head? That'd be cool. I'd like to try.
You can try anything. Give me a
Let's...
clairvoyance roll.
That is... Pass.
All right, so you reach out your mind to try to make a connection with the lady next door, Lindsay Peel.
You gotta do a break.
A lady who, in the past 2 days, has done unimaginable damage to her life for seemingly something that must be very, very important to her. You reach through this hotel partition wall, and on the other side, you get this third-person kind of bird's eye view of Lindsay sitting opposite the front door in a chair with a shotgun draped across her lap. The barrel of the shotgun is on the same side that Regina is laying in the bed, watching a DVD player of My Little Pony. There's a second shotgun sitting up next to Lindsay, braced up against the wall. And by the front door, there's a dresser that's been dragged to make sure that the door can't just open. Lindsay looks like she hasn't slept since all of this has started. And she's on edge. But she looks at Regina, finally, with some sort of medication relief, she just broke into a vet's office to steal the medicine needed for Regina. And Regina finally looks like she can breathe normally, which has alleviated some panic for Lindsay. And as she sits there in her chair, looking at Regina, she has a brief sense of maybe everything will be okay. But then she hears you guys break in next door, and she grips the shotgun on her lap even more tightly, and she is very much on edge. That's your connection. What do you want to do with your connection?
I want to tell her that we're not here to hurt her. We just want to talk.
So does that manifest as a voice inside of her head?
Yes.
But it's your voice, right?
Yes.
And you're just like, hey, what's up? New brain, who dis?
New brain. I just had a stupid thought. We could have just called her on her hotel phone.
Do you think she would have answered?
She might have.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say, I'm Stella. I'm one of the people that just broke in the room next door. Don't be alarmed. We're not here to hurt you. We just want to talk. And that's obviously going down.
You hear back in her thoughts that are you with the creature or not?
I don't know. I've got a little mini gator.
No, the winged shadow, the Passover angel. You're with the church or not?
No, not with the church, no.
Do you feel some relief in your connection? Look, I'm protecting Regina. You cannot take her from here. You cannot give her back to her parents.
Well, that's part of what we want to talk to you about. Why you feel Regina needs to be protected from her parents.
I will move the dresser and allow you to come inside.
Yay.
You feel the connection as she stands up in her room and starts to, well, you guys would feel it on the floor. She moves the dresser out of the way. So you guys go over to the door of 23, and she opens it just enough for that little latch to catch at the door, and she looks outside, and she says, "It's still there. You gotta come in, quick." And she opens it the rest of the way. As you guys move through the threshold into 23, she shuts the door behind you very, very quickly, and then tries to push the dresser back. Does anybody help her with the dresser?
I'll help her.
I'll help.
So you guys get the door barricaded again. Little Regina's sitting on the bed. She looks up at the three of you newcomers, and she doesn't look really scared as so much as tired. And she says, these more friends? You guys friends?
Do you have the medical skill?
I have first aid. I'll take a good look at her.
Well, the
Yeah.
reason I asked is because I have a note from the first session that I should have followed up with before now, saying that we had copies of her meds. I do not know if that means we have her actual meds or if we just have paperwork saying what her meds are.
Yeah, you had her medical records.
Okay. like Kizik would know enough to be able to assess her.
Yeah.
Her state of being.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah. We're friends. What you watching there? And go as she's watching her show. Just kind of assess her medically, see how she's doing.
My Little Pony. This one's my favorite pony. And she's like pointing. She'll tell you all about her favorite My Little Pony. You check her out, and it looks like she had just recently had an episode where like everything closed up for her, breathing wise. She was like dying really at recently. So this medication that came from the vet's office is coming at a perfect time to save her life, but there's still symptoms of her disease like causing problems just recently.
I really like that old Applejack one, huh? As I like put my hand on her back and feel the rumble in her chest.
Yeah, Applejack's good. I like Applejack.
Just real strong.
So yeah, first aid wise, she's okay. You look around, and with your limited medical knowledge, you realize that there isn't a lot of medicine here left that's usable. And some of it even has to be mixed together to work correctly for Regina. Luckily, she's small, and so the dosage is small, but it looks like this is only enough medicine to get her through to like Wednesday. Currently Friday.
Well,
And where are we on the apocalypse clock?
I was about to say it was 4 days when we started, so
Tuesday at sunset is apocalypse. So Lindsay, as you guys come in, you guys have checked out Regina. Gavin is hanging out watching My Little Pony. And Graham and Stella. Lindsay's, like I said, she's tired. And she has the shotgun not at the ready to shoot you guys, but she's on edge. She doesn't really understand how in the world you can think at her and she can hear you. But she's more scared about something that's outside right now than you guys. And she realizes after Gavin starts helping Regina that you guys are okay, possibly. You haven't flashed any FBI badges or anything like that yet, right? Yeah.
No. But I will apologize to her for getting in her brain.
I've had worse in the past couple days, believe me. Look, I'm in way over my head, and I could use some help, but I gotta know that Regina's gonna be okay. You really have no idea what those guys are capable of.
guys,
Which guys?
plural. It isn't just the one.
The church, the Church of the Passover Angel, and that thing that they have. It's dangerous. It is stalking me. That's why I put the symbols on the outside of the door so that it would stay away from me. But I've had nightmares since before it started. I mean, like as soon as Grandpa told me what was going on, that night, after watching the video, I couldn't get it out of my head, and it's terrifying. Just holding on to her. They can't have her back. Not until like Wednesday. Okay? Then I'll give everything up. She can't go back to them. Definitely not Tuesday night. They're gonna sacrifice her. She says that last bit quietly so Regina can't hear it. You can't return her to her parents. Please.
So you may want to back up.
Back up to what?
What creature does the church have? Why are they sacrificing their child?
They told my grandfather, George, that the apocalypse is coming on Tuesday, and that, like Abraham, John Balfour is going to sacrifice his only child in reverence to God, and everything will be fine for them. Regina will come back to life, but it will usher in the end for everybody but them, and the cultist will live in the new utopia born from the fires of destruction. It's the biblical end times, and they're going to call it down on Tuesday at sunset. Can I get sanity checks from everybody?
Sure.
For watching My Little Pony.
Are you listening to the conversation?
You should have to take a penalty for that.
Didn't pass it. I'm trying to listen, also trying to comfort a little girl, but listening a little bit more.
I think Kalashnikov's the secret demon.
I missed what I rolled.
You rolled a 81.
Oh, okay. I'm fine.
Is everybody fine?
Yep.
I'm not.
Oh. You're coming to terms with being being the oldest child. And really hoping that the apocalypse doesn't happen, because you're first.
Yeah. We just walked through a threshold. Clearly, there are sigils there, so that means there's blood up there too. That means it'll pass over, right? Right, Lindsay?
That's how it's supposed to work, I guess. I don't know.
But that's not supposed to be until Tuesday night.
That's right. So if I can just keep Regina safe and away from them. But if you guys found me, then that means that they can find me.
I'd say it's a pretty safe bet. What was on the video?
Video that Grandpa made. Yeah. About a week ago, George approached me with kind of the same story that he came to me a couple years ago with. He said that there was a target sacrifice day a week from Tuesday. And this time, there was something wrong with him. It looked like he hadn't slept. He was pale and wide-eyed and shaking. And initially, he wouldn't tell me why, but I told him I wasn't going to help him again without a really good reason. And he gave me one. He said that he had gone undercover as a right-wing domestic terrorist infiltrating the church's membership, and he'd been doing it for the past few years. And he videotaped a ritual. So he had this glasses camera thing. I don't know if you've seen them, but I've got the video. And she pulls out a USB drive. I didn't want anything to do with it, but after watching it, I've been hallucinating and seeing a dark, hooded, black-winged angel out of the corner of my eye at every turn. I keep finding Bibles opened to Exodus 11:12 and just crazy places like hanging from my shower nozzle or on my pillow. Even happening here, even after I put the mark up. My dreams have been nightmares of ancient Egypt and biblical plagues. I haven't slept well at all. The video. God. So he went to a ritual, this Passover angel ritual. And this thing had been summoned through this crazy blood rites thing that they did at the chapel behind the Balfour House. And the angel issued orders to the faithful and then looked right at the hidden camera and he said, "There is nothing that you can do, little man, nor you, little woman." And of course, my grandfather just bolted, ran for the door, and the cultists simply watched him leave. And ever since then, I've been having these visions, I guess. I don't ever want to turn out the lights. So if I do, I'm afraid I'll see something huge and winged. And I think it's after me and Regina. Just need to keep her safe. Please, help me keep her safe.
Gavin's gonna walk over to the shotgun by the front door, and he'll say, "The video didn't say nothing about me and my friends here. We keep you safe."
Thank you. So, are you guys gonna hang out here until Wednesday?
Well, I'm not really familiar with the occult side of this, so this may take some discussion. Is this the safest place? I mean, it's not super secure from a tactical perspective, as I'm sure you're aware. But we're not exactly facing a traditional adversary here either.
I've done what I can and put sheet metal on the windows, and all I had in here was the dresser, but I don't want to go outside, so...
Stella, using your occult, what do you think this thing is? It was speaking in the video through the priest, or...
No, they summoned it. It came up out of the ground, like through this blood sacrifice thing. And it's this huge serpentine winged thing. And it looked at the camera and then spoke not just to George, but to Lindsay, who was not there at the thing, but saw it later. And it has fucked her brain up.
It's got some sort of premonition, almost like it's got clairvoyance.
Gavin's gonna look at Lindsay and go, "These shells full of holy water, maybe?"
No. They're normal shotgun shells. Sorry, I don't have, a way to make holy water shotguns. That's...
Also, we should probably let the expert tell us whether or not that would even work, before we jump to too many conclusions.
Stella, can I get an occult roll, please?
Yes.
Is that a pass?
Yes. Yes?
44?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That window goes away too quickly.
Can I get a Cthulhu
If you press
Mythos
enter,
roll?
it'll come back up.
Oh. What?
Do you-
Oh,
It's called a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
the one under computers?
Yes. Do you have anything in Cthulhu Mythos?
No. But I have 44 in computers.
Well, you can always ask the warehouse.
Well, that would be my next phone call, but I was kind of hoping that Stella would know.
Yeah, so it sounds like Stella's occult roll will let her know that it is not something local or even occultish. This is something that sounds like there's actually an African tribe that worships something like this. But it doesn't really ring like a local bell at all. So you guys will call down to the warehouse and ask Silas and Marge.
Gavin's got a 2 in Mythos.
Oh, you want to roll it?
Oh, I rolled a 15.
You want to burn some luck?
This is the most Gavin-y thing. Yeah, I'll burn 13 luck. Oh, what was the last thing I knew? I knew the shadow in the house. That's how I got my 1 in Mythos.
Oh, cool. Okay, so the shadow in the house was like an avatar of Nair Lithotep, right?
Sure.
That's how you got your Cthulhu Mythos.
Yep.
So is this.
So in that video that I didn't really want to watch, but I watched anyway, this as it was coming up, the same weird eyes that I saw from the shadow of the house have been haunting me, and they start describing this African thing, and I go, I think that's the same thing that was in the house at one time. You got one of those, would we hit a mirror with a rock and that's what saved it?
Yeah.
Oh. That was a real special rock, though.
It had the elder sign on it, the same sign that's on the door out front.
Did you happen to buy slugs with these shotguns?
I did buy, I think I got 20 shells, 20 slugs.
Okay. I'd like to start carving that elder sign into the tips of these slugs.
Okay.
Because Gavin is very analog and he doesn't know what else to do.
All right. That's a good idea.
I will busy myself doing that.
Anybody have any other things that they want to do?
I would also...
So this is... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, we probably should contact the Codex and get more of a lowdown, but I think Gavin should do it because he now knows. He knows what this is.
Of course. Tippity tappity, Codex.
Tippity tappity.
That was just him saying those into his phone and then hoping that Codex would show up.
And I'm just going to reach over and tap the codex for him.
Well, that's why you say tippity tappity. Got it.
Yes. Tap.
So, what exactly are you asking the Codex?
How do you kill an avatar of the word you said?
Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep. Yep.
Nyarlathotep.
Oh, so close.
I was about to say, Kizik's so bad with names to begin with, and this is a really hard one.
I put 6 apostrophes when I typed that down.
The Codex will say, whatever you do, do not let its summoner summon it. There is a person here on this plane of existence that is connecting this plane to the avatar. Whoever that person is has the ability to summon the avatar here. when the avatar is here, it can do some crazy shit, like even on like a biblical scale. So whatever you do, don't let it be summoned. Cool.
Too late.
Oh, then you're in trouble.
Hold on. Is that a Jeremyism? I think it's
Yes, it
not.
was.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Oh, so we didn't. Oh, sorry. Can you describe what it means to summon the thing? Because yeah.
Yes. Okay. So there are different stages to the summon. The final stage would finally bring the avatar into this plane of existence. But like a wave, like a sine wave, right? There's peaks and valleys. One of the first peaks will probably be. I should have drawn this smaller peak. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This one may be like blood in the water. You know what I'm saying? This one might be like I don't know, like a storm or something like that. Man, this is getting right out. This one's bad. Okay, this one's like apocalypse. That makes sense.
Yeah. So can they like half summon it so some kind of shadow thing comes up there? Should I kill the Reverend guy who's trying to pull this thing back up?
That is your final. Yeah, that's the way to do this. If you want to cut it off completely, you gotta end the Reverend.
Is he just like a regular human, or because he's seen this avatar of not Thar? Is he have? I need some help here. I'm out of my elements. I see the scary eyes, and we're etching. What kind of symbols are those? The elder symbols onto elder signs onto slugs. That's gonna help, right?
That may. Okay, so the Reverend that you speak of is human, only human, and will be susceptible to things that can kill humans, just like most summoners. So you can deal with that pretty easily, as far as I'm concerned, as the Codex. However, if said human is in, I don't know, like a place of power, surrounded by, I don't know, cultists, and then, I don't know, you try to charge in there all willy-nilly blind style, he won't need to summon the avatar. He's probably a sorcerer that can do some other crazy shit. So, I don't know. The easiest way? Probably shoot the guy the next time you see him right in the noggin. If you wait and try to take him on with, I don't know, like his backyard group of cultists, there might be a big change of problems.
Next time we see him, shoot him. He's probably super magic scary because he's got some cultist magic. Don't let him summon it. And they've got like there's a website. It's actually pretty neat. I don't know. You can get to the internet, right? It's got frogs falling down from the sky on the website. It's pretty spooky. Last question. I'm the oldest, and they're doing like actual biblical plagues. Can I go to sleep tonight? I'm worried.
I would be worried too if I were you. Obviously, this is the flavor that Nyarlathotep's avatar wants to put on. So if you're getting toads and blood and hail and stuff, yep, I would be worried that he could just kill the firstborns. Now, I don't think he would do it on like a world scale. He's only so powerful. But he could probably... What city are you in? Yeah, that city. He could probably kill all the firstborn in that city. And that would hit the news. That'd be really bad. For like the exposure of the
Of a lot of things. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. You've been real helpful.
As always.
I can put you on speaker. Does anybody else have any questions? No? Okay.
Cool. It was good talking to you.
Yeah, yep. Thanks. I'm sorry. I thought they'd already summoned him. There's stages of summoning, and yeah.
Well, sounds like it's time to go hunting.
Lindsay says, so you're gonna leave now? You're leaving me?
I'm going to talk to the group about it. And, maybe. What do you guys think? Despite my earlier reticence to split the party, Graham is a bounty hunter. Like by trade, that's what it says on his sheet.
Right.
And in his mind, he has hunted people for a living. He could hunt this guy. He has the FBI tracking on the guy's phone. He knows the last known spot, and he knows that guy's probably headed in this direction. And now he knows he's just a person, and this slug will almost certainly kill him.
That's, all true.
And Graham says, Graham says all of that out loud. But not everybody has to go. If you guys want to stay here and set up a last line of defense, we could do it that. Or we could all stay here and Alamo this shit. Up to you guys. I don't think that sigil on the door is going to do the job by itself, though.
Gavin loves a good hunt.
I feel like I need a little more information from Lindsay, but I also am down to hunt.
What do you need to know?
Are they... So you're saying that the Reverend is calling down this apocalypse? He started?
Yes.
Like all these plagues and stuff?
Yes.
Why?
It's a test of God and his faith.
Really?
Yeah. People are crazy.
Yeah? So what does he think is going to happen if he's able to sacrifice the thing and...
Well, it's going to cause the apocalypse and
Right.
Usher in a new world order of true believers. He figures that he's going to sacrifice Regina, and then God will bring her back to life and give them, the whole group, the Church of the Passover Angel, the utopia of after.
Huh.
It's a doomsday cult.
God.
But we're not going to let that happen.
No, we just hold on to Regina so that she can't be sacrificed.
Well, I think I got what I need.
Okay.
All right. So what do you think, Stella?
Could we bring them with us?
I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I will say that I think this might be a situation, one of the rare situations where there are two potential plans that could work. But if I were in the other guy's shoes, I'd just burn the building down. I don't know that holing up in this apartment is even remotely a wise tactical decision. But if we take them out in the open, they're also vulnerable. So the best defense would be to have at least one of us, and, Graham would rack a shotgun shell, go out and hunt the bad guy, and whoever doesn't go with him, stay back and hold up here unless this position becomes compromised and try to defend from here. Alternately, we all go. If we all go, we will still have to play defense to make sure that Regina doesn't get, sacrificed. And I don't know what that all entails, but I'm assuming that they don't need to, they don't need to do too much to make that happen. Also, Gavin and I are pretty good with shotguns. And if this guy's just a regular guy and we can get within range of him.
Okay. So what I think you're suggesting is you two go and I stay here?
Actually, what I was suggesting is that I go, and if it doesn't work for me, the two of you do whatever it takes to defend the Alamo. But I think Gavin wants to go, so I'm leaving it up to the group to decide how we want to do this.
I got the impression Gavin wants to go as well.
No, if y'all two want to go, I can stay here. Shotgun is our last line of hope. Nobody's coming through this door without a couple of holes in it.
Gavin, I'm not sure I want to leave you as the Lone Ranger in your... I mean, alright, so he's going to lean into Stella and be like, I don't think that Lindsay and Gavin are psychologically fit to be in this situation without adult supervision.
No, and I'm not going to be helpful the others. Gavin, why don't you stay with me, please?
We're only getting every third word again.
Oh. Gavin, why don't you stay with me, please?
So just Graham's going out.
Well,
yeah.
Lindsay is a CPS officer, not a police officer, correct? Or is she a real police officer? How well is she with a firearm?
She's actually fantastic with a shotgun. Her grandfather, George, has taken her shooting ever since she was like a very young girl, and she has been competing in skeet shooting and clay pigeon shooting from a very young age. These two shotguns are fantastic, like skeet shooting shotguns. They hold a lot of shells. They are good to go. If you had gone to her apartment, would have seen like blue medals or blue ribbons and medals for shooting. She's good.
All right, Lindsay, how would you feel about this plan of going to hunt this guy down? What if we go on the offense and we leave Stella and Gavin here
with Regina?
The thing is still out there though, and it's getting dark. I don't want to go out in there in the dark. Can we go in the light? Can we go in the morning?
I won't be waiting that long, but I can come back in the morning if I haven't found him yet.
Sorry, what thing is still out there?
The winged shadow.
Wing thing. Okay, just checking. I missed.
It's haunting me.
No, the only way to stop it is to end the Reverend.
Sure. Her eyeball twitches. She's thinking about it.
I want that thought in her mind, whether she goes or not. And roll psychology.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's Actual page. Oop. Okay, well, it's not a pass. Not a tragic fail, but it's a fail. So I guess I'm not as good at dealing with her in her fragile state as I was hoping I'd be. Anyway, this is probably not a good plan, but it's the best one I can think of.
Oh, this is a great plan. I love this plan as the GM. Lindsay goes over and smooches Regina, tells Regina it's time for her to go to bed. It's very late at this point, like, I don't know, 11 or 12 at night. You guys have driven. You found her late in the day. Now you've talked and you've been holed up for a while. That's why she doesn't want to go outside. But you guys have convinced her that the best course of action is for you to leave and go shoot the Reverend. I love it. Just Graham.
And yeah, I shall walk out into the rainy night with all the froggies and pull out my phone and get that GPS location because they're supposed to be tracking the Reverend's phone now.
You pull up the GPS, and he's all the way back in Cleveland. At least the phone is at the chapel behind his house.
Okay. Well, I'll go get the zombie apocalypse van and drive all the way back then.
All right. You hop in the zombie apocalypse van, and you drive back to Cleveland. 2-hour drive up.
And then he knocks on the door of the hotel room.
As you are driving, oh man. All right, we're going to end on a cliffhanger because we're going to resolve this as a big thing next time. You're driving up from like the suburbs of Pittsburgh back up to Cleveland. And this big splat hits your windshield as you're coming up the 80 turnpike. You look and you see it's like a gross fucking bug. Big, like a big grasshopper.
Locust!
And then you hit another one. And then another one. And then very, very quickly, the sky kind of gets blotted out. And as you're driving, you realize that you're driving through a cloud of these things. They attach themselves to the car. They cover the car very, very quickly. And some of them even start coming through the vents and hop inside of the car. They don't do any damage to you, but they're very annoying and very distracting as your windshield wipers are trying to clear them off of your windshield. They're smearing them all over the place. And this only lasts about 2 to 3 minutes, but you burst out from the other side of the locust cloud after crushing and running over millions of them. And after a while, they kind of just clear from your car, and you're through.
Missed opportunity to say the Locust Grove.
Oh, that would have been good.
Yeah. Did you know you can eat cicadas?
I've heard that.
Can.
But why would you?
As in, people do it as a delicacy. Like, it's a thing. There's like websites on how to do it properly and recipes.
You clean them like lobsters.
So you have heard this. I have no intention of doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Oh, I'd eat a cicada.
What's the flavor profile?
Woody.
They eat only plant fluids, so it's kind of like green tea.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right, so you burst through the locust and hit the other side and head your way into Cleveland. And you're going to pull up to the compound. It's not really a compound. It's a nice little lot in Ohio. The Balfour's home.
I'm not going to pull directly up to it. If this is the
Well, you get close
layout, we're going to be in an adjacent street and we're going to walk through the woods.
Where do you want to end up parking? Like over here, right?
Sure, if that's convenient. Actually, I probably want to come from behind the house. Is there a street up here? Is it like a grid?
Yeah, probably.
I come from that direction.
So you're walking through. Give me a stealth check.
Oh, I'm not going to pass that, but sure. Let's see. That is a 59, and my stealth is a 40. So, no, I did not pass.
You want to burn some luck?
Sure. I have 99 luck. So, burn 19 luck.
Gotta use it.
I don't-
to lose it.
I don't have to, but I'm going to, because, you know, it might be irrelevant in a minute.
Yeah. So you make your way over the fence, all stealthy like, and you're going through the backyard. You haven't hit anything or seen anybody.
The GPS still says he's here.
Yeah. The GPS says that he's in the chapel.
Are those windows?
There are windows.
I won't get any closer. Because the shotgun slug actually has a long enough range that I can hang back from this distance and just wait for him to walk in front of one of the windows.
But he's up at the little pedestal in the front of the church, and there's like 50 people inside. They all have their like work clothes on. They all seem like blue collar yokels, and they're all facing him. And he's up at the front and he's postulating. You hear the generator kick on inside that room, and you realize that there's a bunch of like piping and shit coming out of the generator and going to a bunker door. The bunker runs this way. So here's all the piping and all of that stuff. Bunker's somewhere in here.
You're posted up watching the
Church proceedings. And it seems like he gets into this fiery sermon talking about brimstone and all of the, bad things that could happen.
There's no way for me to see him through the window?
Yeah, you can see him through the window.
Why shoot
He's
the
up at the
fucker?
pedestal. You gonna shoot him?
Yes.
All right, give me a firearms check.
Come on, dice, don't fail me. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. That is a hard success. You need me to look up damage, or is it one of those situations where this guy doesn't have stats?
Actually, he does. He has a stat block. I was trying to get to it. I was also trying to figure out what sermon he was saying.
Oh, it won't.
I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, it won't matter when the slug passes through his brain pan. I should say slugs, because Graham's not just going to shoot once.
Okay.
If your follow-up
I
question
think it's
is
2d6, 2d8 maybe
for the
for slugs.
I'll check. Hold on. As in the process of doing that, 2d6 seems way too low for a shotgun. Shotguns are OP as fuck in this game.
Yeah, but it's also about distance.
It is.
And you're shooting a slug, so we should just use it as a rifle.
Yeah, that's true.
Found him.
You found the shotgun?
No, I found Bell,
Oh.
the stat block.
Original Call of Cthulhu book. Investigator handbook. Need. references in the back of the book. Shotgun. Weapons. And, oh my god, it's taking forever to load. Shotguns. 12 gauge shotgun. I thought it had a special thing for slug, but it doesn't actually say. You want to just use it? So I don't see slug on here. Do you want to just use it as a rifle? How do you want to do it?
Yeah. Yep. Hit me with the 2d8 damage. That's fine.
Okay. Well, if I use it as an elephant gun, it's 3d6. 2d8s.
Give me the 2d8.
D8, there we go. That's what we need. Not bad, that's 10.
All right. Not bad at all.
Can I keep shooting?
Yeah, you can roll again.
Gonna be close. I'm gonna burn a point of luck to make it a success. Five for the second for 15 total.
All right, he's done.
Okay, I probably just kicked the bee's hives. It's been nice knowing you guys.
You did kick a beehive.
It turns out he was the sacrifice all along.
No, the people inside start to give chase. There's, like I said, about 30 to 50 of them.
Oh?
Do you? I guess you run.
Yeah, I'm gonna run for it.
All right, let's do a quick little chase scene then. So they're gonna come through the church first. Where did your icon guy?
I've got a really big one right here. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to find. All right, what's your dex?
My dex is 85.
85. These guys, I don't think, have a dex that high. You're going to be able to go first. And you're first. You're going to try to run, right?
Yeah.
So give me an athletics.
Athletics. Is that a skill?
It is your
That was my dexterity.
Constitution? No.
No, Constitution is your toughness. It's going to be strength or dex, is what I thought.
Yep, dexterity.
That's 27 dexterity. That is a hard success.
Fantastic. All right, so you sprint off this Passover Angel cultist tries to keep up. Dex, you rolled a 98. It's a fail for him. All right, let's go on to the second phase of this. Give me another dexterity, whatever we're going to call this thing.
Okay, that's a 22, which is another hard success.
All right, I finally rolled a 12, so I do keep up a little bit. All right, so you're going to get to those 2 sprints. This was how I was looking at it, like this. Our third one is going to be this fence, so I'm going to need you to deal with that obstacle. And my guy is still... Nope, you're further up. You're there now. And then my guy is here now. So there's still a gap between you guys.
Okay.
But to deal with the fence, you're going to jump over it. You want to jump through it. You want to break through it. You want to shoot through it. What do you want to do?
Shoot and break.
Just blast through the wooden fence.
Yeah,
And then
it's the most
blast through
effective.
the wooden fence.
It's actually Graham's best move.
All right. Give me a luck roll first.
Gladly. Even though it's not nearly as good as it was before, it's still a pass. 42 out of 79.
All right, and then give me a strength roll.
Oh, I just made it. 57 out of 60.
You crunch your way through, make a gram-sized hole in the fence, and make it through to the other side. My guy here fucking fails again with another 98, so he does not catch up.
I want to get to the van and get out of here.
Yep, you get to the van and leave. All right. Next steps?
My next steps, unless you have some, like, GM intervention here, is going to be to call the rest of the party and be like, hey, I think you should stay in place, but he's down.
Yay!
Be safe there, brother. Also good shooting. I felt it.
You felt it. Felt the disturbance in the force. I think Graham is feeling very grim but satisfied, mission accomplished wise. Ark as a player is like, it can't be that easy. It's Cthulhu.
Yeah.
It's Cthulhu. I'm just saying. No, wait, this is Delta Green module. It's definitely not that easy.
And it's not. And we're going to find out what happens next time on episode 3 of Ladybug. It's okay.
Dun dun dun.
I think you guys did really, really well.
I
was really hoping you weren't going to force your way into Lindsay's hotel room, because then she'd have to shoot the little girl. That would have been really bad.
My plan. My plan was to use my Tesla to just stick it through the wall at maximum dispersion and try to render them both unconscious, so we could just go in without the risk of that. But when we were so noisy going through the door, I was like, like,
yeah.
But then I was like, I could have just called her. Because, like, when you said the door was barricaded like that, I was like, that is not the sign of a sane individual that you can have a conversation with. Normally.
No.
But, anyway. Yeah. But Graham feels like he did a good job. I thought Graham was dead. I was, like, 90% certain that this was going to be the end of Graham, and I was going to have to roll another character. But it did it anyway, because it was the right tactical move for Graham to make.
Yep, you're right. We'll find out what happens. Every action has consequences. It's not like you left those two with, a crazy person somewhere remote where something could just, come alive inside the little girl. Just turn and destroy the three of them. That's not going to happen.
Am I going to have to shoot a little girl?
No, she won't be a little girl when you shoot her. I'm just kidding.
To be fair, I thought it was Lindsay that was infected. So.
Nah.
That's why I was trying to get her to come with me, because I'm like, she's going to fucking, like, we're going to be in the heat of the moment, and she's just going to turn on me. Like, that's what I thought was going to happen. I was wrong.
Nope. You still got a Mrs. Balfour to mess with.
Well, that was the other thing I thought of, is what if she's the actual summoner?
Bum,
Well-
bum, bum.
We never did confirm who the actual summoner is. We just assumed.
That's true. And that's a very valid concern.
Thanks.
But I only had time to shoot one of them.
That's true. Very true. Well, we will find out next time on Florida Green. Thanks for hanging around. I appreciate the games. Thank you, guys.